press the like symbol right here and it will take you to the like button where you can press the like button, alright?
That the Prime Minister needs to
Karen, go on
and explain how.
Big up on the say, want to give me 1 more second, but just share the live. Give me 1 more second.
Into his account from SSL. It was deeply concerning to me, and I'm sure $1,000 which came from SSL. And in the context of the discussions which we have been having about SSL, I believe that the Prime Minister needs to address this and explain how and why that money came into his account from SSL. It was deeply concerning to me, and I'm sure that it must be deeply concerning to all people who not only lost money, but know people who lost money. And the number one concern is what happened to them.
All right, so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, officially. That was a clip from London 45. Of course, you know that she's turning up today, right? You know London is turning up today. All right, so I want to also play this to remind the people, because it's not me say so, it's Daryl Vessa say so. If it's one time I'm going to say to you guys, listen to Daryl Vessa, is in this instance that I'm going to play right now. I thought this was AI until I looked at the original clip. So let us heed to the words of Daryl Vessa in this one instance, just this time. Lord have mercy. Let me go back.
Thank you, Max. Vote them out.
Listen to
vote them out.
Listen to Daryl.
Vote them out.
Yes.
You know why? You know why?
Yes.
You know why?
Yes.
You want to vote them out?
Yes.
Not because my GLP.
God
don't like ugly. Vote them out.
Vote them out.
Vote them out.
Vote
them out. Vote them out. Vote them out.
Vote them out.
Why? You know why?
You know why? You know why? You know why? You know why?
Vote them out.
You know why?
Not because my GLP.
Vote them out.
God don't like ugly.
God don't like ugly.
Vote them out. Vote them.
Yo, me I play that every day on every live stream. Splash Digi me general in a place. Ricardo, True Believer, Wagwan, big up on yourself. Paul, big up yourself. Karen, big up yourself. Are the God bless, big up yourself. Wanna go on with hope everybody alright, open a family good. NRC, big up yourself. Right? So we live on Bolo VNR and Bolo. No, we are live on Bolo VNR 2.2 and we live on Bolo VNR clips. You see me I deal with? Yeah, in a real life. I'm gonna have to big up everybody that is here already. All me I ask enough to do, I share up the live. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I look at haircut, me I look, you know them, I'm just beard. So me not look stressed out, I'm not look hot and sweaty and them something there. So yeah man. Me can't look alright, you know. Me not so ugly. Me not so ugly. You know what I mean there? Me just need to shed some pounds, you know. And I mean, I start wear some can't fit in a some suit, you know what I mean there? You know, probably need to lose 100 pounds, you know, in a real life. Look slim on them something, you know what I mean there? And it's not even, it's a healthy part of it for me, you know. Yeah, once you're healthy and you look, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, talk truth, Vaz, make we hear Vaz again. Big up Daryl Vessa with that message.
Vote them out.
Yes.
Vote them out.
Yes.
You know why?
Right,
you know why?
Thank you.
You know why?
You know why?
You must vote them out.
You know
not
why?
because my GLP. God don't like ugly.
Yo!
Vote them out.
Vote
them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out.
Yo!
You know why? You know why?
You know why?
You know why?
You know why?
You must vote them out.
You know why?
Not because my GLP.
Yes.
God don't like ugly.
God don't like ugly.
Vote them out.
And do you guys know that this will be Daryl Vessa's last election? According to Daryl Vessa, and I didn't know that? Yeah, I saw it in the news. Last election. You remember good. I'm go live on TikTok. Cause TikTok need to hear that message at you know. And every time I get to go live on TikTok, because this phone is my TikTok phone. But this phone doesn't this phone, you know, it's not charging properly. I mean, you know, so I really need 2 more phones. Yes, listen, Monica, exactly. These are my confessions. No, who said Daryl Vessa sprinkle rum on the bus them? Did you guys see that? Did you guys see Daryl Vessa sprinkling the rum on the old bus them? Did you guys see that? And when you see me look away, I have 2 phones in front of me that's live. Do you guys see? Did you see Daryl Vessa throwing the rum on the bus them? I can't make this up, you know? I literally cannot make this up. I'm going to post it because I did a voice over to it. You understand? Feeding the dopey them rum. You know, say later on down the line, I find out say them throwing a libation there, draw evil spirit. I never know. Me go post it, man. When I done the live, I go post it. I should have posted it before, but when I done the live, I go post it. When I done the live, I go post it. When I finish the live, I'm going to post it. Alright. Alright, so I'm live on TikTok right now, so Bolo, Vaz use the double room. No, listen to me. This is not even a joke. Let us play that again. What you say? 1 pound? No, you know, I not go that direction in my channel. I go do some exercise. You know what I mean? Do some push-ups. Do some skipping. You know what I mean? So I can get back me, you know, my fitness level. Skipping is a great cardiovascular you know, method, you know, to get you going. You get me I say? Get your lung capacity going. You know what I mean? Your endurance. If you can skip and swimming too. Swimming is excellent. Swimming is the best one, you know. But skipping is second best in terms of cardio. In case you never. Why you think boxers them skip so much? All I boxers them, they are professional skippers. It gets you, and then your feet is sharp. You know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, let's listen to Daryl Vessa again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's listen to Daryl Vessa again. Vessa, you say go on. You say me to here. Why am I not here?
Vote them out.
Yes.
Vote them out.
Yes.
Vote them out.
Yes.
You know why?
Yes.
You know why?
Winnie Mae, what's up?
You know why? You must vote them out. Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly. Vote them out. 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 You know why? You know why? You know why?
These are my confessions.
You must vote them out. Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly.
One on the way. These
Vote
are
them
my
out.
confessions.
Vote them out. Vote them out.
Vote them out. Like I share the video.
Vote them out.
Vote them
You know
out.
why?
September 3rd.
You know
Vote
why?
them out.
You know why?
Burn I want to go on. Vote them out.
You must vote them out. Not
Vote
because
them out.
you're JLP.
Yes.
God don't like
God
ugly.
don't like ugly. Vote them
Vote
out.
them out.
Vote them out.
Vote them out. Vote them out.
Vote them out.
Vote them out. Vote them out.
Nah,
You
yeah.
know why? You know
Vote them
why?
out.
You know why?
Tell them, Daryl.
You must vote them out.
Tell them.
Not because you're JLP.
Yes.
God don't like ugly.
Yes. Not because you're
Vote them
JLP.
out.
Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly. The truest words Daryl Vessa ever said in her life. Every tongue shall confess. The truth is an offense to some, but it shall set you free. Vote them out. Not because, you know why? You know why? Not because you're JLP. Vote them out. If I one time want to listen to Daryl Vessa, this should be the time. Vote them out.
Vote
You remember
Vote
good.
them out. Vote them out.
Vote them out.
Vote them out. You know why?
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 You must vote them out.
You know why I
Not
must vote them out?
because you're JLP. God don't like ugly.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, who they in the power? Now JLP and a PNP around the country. So in full context, using your deductive reasoning, Daryl Vessa is telling you to vote them out. Vote out the evil. Vote them out. Him own a party. Vote them out. Who else him could not attack? And a PNP in a power. And then him go on to say, not because you're JLP. Vote them out. You know why? You know why? You know why? Because God don't like ugly. Vote them out. No, let me tell you something. If this is not God, I don't know what is. If this is not God, you know, see upon them mass rally, him say this? In front of a lot of labor rights. One of the, you see, if you see the video for this, you could have seen the labor right girl in the back and look upon him like, I will say. And the other one did their chair and put up sign, show labor right. But there was one there that was smart enough to say, hold on. You could have seen it all over her face. She was confused, ladies and gentlemen. As I was when I watched it, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What the hell going on? Daryl, who are you supposed to vote out? God has confused them, Verna. God is bringing confusion amongst them territory. You understand? What is this? Oh, thank you so much. This is not the one on the order. This is not what I ordered. This is just medium. Oh, is you said medium? People are just give what them want, you know. You see that? Anyway, Sharon, Simone, what go on? Hey! Splash DJ, a murder, man. I play it again.
Vote them out.
You have to play it
Vote
again.
them out. Vote them out.
Yes.
Vote them out.
Yes.
Vote them out.
Yes.
You know why?
You know why?
You know why?
You know why? You know
You know
why?
why?
You know why?
You must vote them out.
Yes.
Not because you're JLP.
No.
God don't like ugly.
So Daryl,
Vote them
Daryl
out.
make you know say JLP. Now because you're JLP, you see the nastiness what go on with the Jamaica Labour Party. Vote them out. God not like ugly. Stand on the side of rights and justice. Do not be a die-hearted Labour right. Vote them out. Vote them out. Not my word. Play it again.
Out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out. Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly. Vote them out. 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 You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out.
That's a Brian.
Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly. Vote them out. 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 You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out. Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly. Vote them out. 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 You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out. Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly.
Yo, big up
Vote
Romeo.
them out.
Big up Romeo. Big up Bella. Bella said fully done. that we are going to do is vote them out. No, me have to say this neat crowd. Anyway, we are move on.
No celebrations over here. That's how Information Minister Robert Morgan described the mood in cabinet and among government members of parliament following the freeze announced for the political directorate yesterday. Minister Morgan, who was speaking at post-cabinet press briefing this morning, sought to justify the raise following uproar by public sector workers and concerned citizens. Jamila Maitland reports.
100%, 150%, 200%, and in the case of Prime Minister Andrew Holness, a more than 250% increase in salary effective April 1, 2023. And by 2024, a more than 300% increase compared to what he was earning in 2021. The announcement, which has been sending alarm bells across the island, the massive...
No celebrations over here. That's how Information Minister Robert Morgan described the mood in cabinet and among government members of parliament following the massive pay increase announced for the political directorate yesterday. Minister Morgan, who was speaking at post-cabinet press briefing this morning, sought to justify the raise following uproar by public sector workers and concerned citizens. Jamila Maitland reports.
100%, 150%, 200%, and in the case of Prime Minister Andrew Holness, a more than 250% increase in salary effective April 1, 2023. And by 2024, a more than 300% increase compared to what he was earning in 2021. The announcement, which has been sending alarm bells across the island, the massive...
So, what's up, Ann Ramsey? Yeah, I didn't eat my food. Now, it's interesting that the Prime Minister in that deal got the most increase. So not only did they increase their pay, they did it in ranking. So because he's the Prime Minister, he got the most percentage increase. Whether he took it or not, this was what they did. So I'm saying, why are you guys giving the teachers 0% in the first year? Why are you guys never going to say? And then what was said a while ago, from 2021 to 2022, it moved from 250% to 300%. Yo, so they phased up their increase by, yo, me say if the Jamaican people them don't do the right thing. If they don't do the right thing on September 3rd, trust me, you guys deserve everything that the Labour Party is going to give to you. All of it. If you guys don't do the right thing, September 3rd, and vote out this government, just like what Daryl Vessa said,
vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out! Vote them out!
Yeah.
You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out? Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly. Vote them out! 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 You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out? Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly. Vote them out! Vote them out!
so you hear a man say. Moving on.
Mr. Wallace! Sir, I don't know if they told you, but let me tell you, sir. Scientists have judged the first orange shark. And, sir, you know where the shark heading? Jamaica! Mr. Wallace, only thing can save you from this one is a submarine, sir. Jesus Lord. Mr. Wallace! Sir, I don't know if they told you, but let me tell you, sir.
Hold on there.
Scientists have just discovered.
Somebody just said the Prime Minister did not take the raise. Why do you think he never take the raise? Because of the public outrage. He might try to save face. That's it. Why did he raise it in the first place is what we're asking. And why did he not? Why never raise the pay for the teacher them so they could have not take it? Why they never give the teacher them the option of not taking a pay raise of 200 to 300%? But him give himself the option, don't? It's all PR. It's all PR. That's all it is. It's nothing else. You understand? Do you know what Mark Golden did with his pay? Do you have any idea? Nicholas? Tell me what you know about what Mark Golden did with his pay. Do you know? If you don't know, don't say anything, you know? Don't tell a lie upon him, you know? Okay. Let's continue. Orange shot. Me never know that.
Mr. Honest!
Yes.
Sir. So is why you send aka Pearl Dynasty. Pro-Box lady got embarrassed herself at the debate, sir. Mr. Honest, you done good. You see, if you want to get rid of her, you could get rid of her a different way. Let the lady go and relax because she's tired. You should let her go home and rest. Why you send her gone to embarrass herself with the same old damn foolishness? Mr. Honest, you know that he's not a good man. Oh, you wicked to your people, them, sir. Anyway, sir, I come here for let you know, sir. Let you pack up our bag them and go on home, because right now, one uptown, Eastern St. Andrew, Patricia Duncan. Is she where defend right now? Because guess what? Is she on the grounds? I walk from house to house, I talk to the people them. As she go in at the people them house. Go see how the people them I live because she want better for the people. Yeah. So as she wear defend right here now. And she not fear sip no water every minute. The lady fit like a fiddle. One uptown. What must say? One uptown, Eastern St. Andrew. Patricia Duncan. She's the lady for the job, people. So come September 3rd, let's go out in our hundreds and our thousands and put the X beside the head for Patricia Duncan, Eastern St. Andrew. That we say as she wear defense, she's for the people, as she on the grounds. When I work with Pro-Box lady no more, where I come sit down underneath shed and I look under her glasses like so she a count mosquito. She needs to go relax now. Miss, when I'm your age, I'm going to be home sleeping every day and drinking water. And this is Mr. Honest's fault. Oh, with a Bigfoot let him send her out here, you know. Because Bigfoot do not like Pearl Dynasty. Jesus Christ, what a disgrace I go on in the Jamaica Labour Party. Not even one debate they can win. Only thing them can win is the illicit enrichment. Only thing they can win is conning and lying to the people. Jesus Christ. And Mr. Christopher Tough Times him, listen. I love the cameraman there. The cameraman there is a PNP. The cameraman there is a PNP.
Stop set up the cameraman.
Mr. Wellness, you see when Julian asked them about the investigation, sir, and talking about the 25 billion Cornwall Regional with them using for cash cow. Sir, you see Mr. Tufton face, Mr. about 1.5 million duppy walk out of the man. It look like the duppy them from Christopher Tufton, Marg come out of the thingy there with him, sir, the debate. I can't me alone see the duppy them walk out of the man face all through him glasses. When the cameraman zoom in on him, so I said, Jesus Christ, cameraman dead now. No man, cameraman, sir, I know you is a PNP. You, sir, is a PNP. There's no way you could zoom in the camera, sir, right on time and nice. My God, Mr. Tough Times, you need to go church, you get them put some holy water on you. Because I say when the camera zoom up on you, they want to dope you when I see you run out of your spirit, sir. Guilt was killing you. You're not too damn wicked and unfair. Wicked and unfair doing to the Jamaican people.
At least Nicholas did not lie. You don't know. Well, I've heard him talk about what he did with his pay. Probably you don't watch Mark Golden enough, but I've heard. Alright? Most of Mark Golden's pay goes to charity. Yes. A large portion of it, very significantly large portion of it goes to a charity. That's what he has done with his pay. Why would he need the money? Don't need it. Don't need it. Yeah, man, me in Jamaica. Listen to me, simple pebbles. Me I try if you don't eat so me can do my life. Me don't want to eat throughout the whole life. Yeah, man, I landed 45 so. The PM did not take his pay because that was bait to what he was getting elsewhere. Talk about it. SSL Olint. Now we are hearing of alleged situation where he allegedly what you say, Verna? Yeah, man, she didn't want to sleep. My granddaughter asked me if Favor has a disability. Jesus Christ. No. Only too terrible. I'll pity them. Father God take a case. She doesn't, I wouldn't say that she has a disability. I wouldn't say that. Because I'm not a doctor. I couldn't diagnose her. And you know, I don't consider her anti-Favor, but me just feel sorry for her. Me literally feel sorry for Favor. Mrs. Favor Williams. I really try to even not seem or appear to be disrespectful when it comes to her. Me feel sorry for her. Although she disrespect me with the whole pro-box thing, that was so classist. She behaved slow for true. I will not say she is, but she behaved like she's slow. I don't know if she is intimidated by a crowd, because there's some people, you know, that if you have a one-to-one conversation with them, you will see that they actually are competent. But with Favor, it's like, I don't know, when she gets in front of a crowd, she's not a performer. She's not sharp. She's not sharp. And she was so all over the place with some of those answers that she gave. I was like, Favor, what are you talking about? You didn't answer the question. Not even close, not even at all. You get me?
People are going to show up on themselves in the debate. One cannot win nothing. Only thing one can win from the poor is we look at tax dollars. But Jehovah God is not sleeping.
Think a joke.
Right? He's wake up and waking up the nation right now.
Yes. Yes.
We're not winning nothing. Only thing we're winning is corruption. Wicked. By the way, Mr. Tough Time, how are going for you?
Tough time.
Starboy, all the thing are going cause me hear from a little birdie, you know, say, boy, you feel sorry that you never really listen from when Dan Jackson Miller did I talk to you. Sir, my ear say you feel sorry. My ear say you feel sorry, you feel bad. You can't believe you put yourself in another mistake just because you want to score political points. Wanna sit down and fool the poorer class of Jamaicans, especially the one that we run behind you all. Lie to the people them and have the people them running behind. And you, as health minister, none them hospital for the people them go get no farmer free treatment. They have to be sitting down on the floor. People have to be sitting down on bench. All in intensive care down on Montego Bay, Mr. Tufton. Is a bench in there, sir. The people them laying down on benches in there.
Bad for true, man.
And Mr. Holness,
Bad.
let me show you what my nose say. The orange shark, they really are come for you, sir. Oh, you spend over $500 million for mobilization, Mr. Holness. For the Montego Bay campaign, there, look how much people are dead for hungry in Jamaica, sir. Look how much people homeless in Jamaica, sir. Look at the state of the hospital, them, sir. And you spend so much over $500 million, sir. Jesus Christ, Mr. Honest, if you did ever the name, man, me flick your ears. Somebody need to flick your ears for wake up, or you're so wicked, sir. So you want to tell me, say, all of them money they don't use campaign to get crowd and buy vote, and people still out here.
We say what become of Miss Panton? Or Mr. Panton? The SSL lady? I don't know, you know. I don't know. I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm going to play a video.
I run behind one a dead hungry, you know. See man a stab and kill one another over chicken down in Manchester.
Disgrace.
The 5-year-old chicken them where Bigfoot have the people them waiting on.
Yes.
And the 5-year-old one them are KFC chicken.
Honestly.
Sir, is which one of the chicken them stab them one another and kill themselves
don't
over,
even know.
sir? No man, this gets serious. My God, Mr. Honest, one thing I know. Right now you're having a very bad day.
Yo. No, when Favor say everywhere she go, them a call her anti-Favor. And them buy them Pro Box, I know they make a whole heap of money. Favor Williams. It has not been a year since you made the Pro Box argument. So these people that are saving $2,000, you're telling me from that time till now them buy Pro Box? Favor. So you revolutionize the Pro Box industry. Did you guys hear that Pro Box was upset with Favor Williams for devaluing their brand? Did you guys hear that? Valentine said, I wonder if it's the same Jamaica I'm living in. This is happening because I never heard this before. When you talk about Valentine, what have you never heard before? What have you never heard before? Explain that comment because I don't know the context of it. Let's continue.
Dear, you don't sleep last night, you know, sir. But what you need to do, Mr. Honest, you need to get some rest before election day. Come off of the live, sir. Stop walking up and down on the road.
Yes.
And stop walking the night. Rolling calf, go and get it, sir. Rolling calf, don't like wicked people in a rolling calf only come out when evil and vampire walking.
Because I'm favored by God. Like, when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even
Technologies
look at them.
LLC,
Like,
subscribe to
I
the
don't want to
channel.
look at nothing I don't want to have.
Yo, shout out to the new subs. True, me have OBS open. Not all the time, but sometimes when people, so much people sub up. Oh, people are dying for hunger. Okay, I understand the context of what you're saying. Delusions of grandeur. Remind him there's two Jamaica. No. The context of what he's saying, Vian, is that people are dying for hunger, but the government argues that, we are doing well and, just give us another term to continue this trajectory of how we're doing well. And then there's people that is living the reality of them literally can't find money to buy food. They don't have a roof over their head. And, people are so prideful. They know how to wig it and hide it. The reality of what they're going through. Some people homeless and enough people don't know. Some people are homeless and a lot of people don't know. Them are caught somewhere. Friend help them out. Them are try sort out themselves. You understand? It's not that they're not ambitious. It's not that they're lazy. The cost of living is insane in Jamaica. No, see somebody light bill them. Una get the light bill them, though. Even Flow. What them name Flow? Flow. Let me tell you this. Una get on top of my last nerve. And this is a public service announcement. You understand? I am right here, sir. To give you no back on the box. Una can see between my finger? Right there, sir. Because I have another alternative, make sure say me get another alternative, for good internet, You understand? So right now, they make a promise to us, say we cable bill not gonna reach a certain height because we have been loyal, we have always paid our bill on time and all of this. And then boops, they might care up with something afterwards. So, flow come like JLP. You can't take them for their word. Then tell us, say, we are going to do this now 100 days and 10 years pass and nothing happen. Them are the type of cut ribbon and then when them left, boop, the hose gone, the pipe gone, no water no day after them left. That's the type. Share up the life, my people. Bless up yourself, undefeated rush. Go on.
No, not country in the night, Mr.
Thank you for hitting the like button,
I'm telling you this, the rolling calf them coming to get you, sir. Jesus Christ, Mr. Honest. Man, I'm telling a lie, you look like when ginger turned pickle.
Mighty God.
You look bad, sir.
No, somebody needs to send me a picture of when ginger turned pickle. Mummy ever see ginger turned pickle? Can I water them for me now? Please? You ever see ginger turned pickle? Nobody knows that ginger could have turned pickle. Thank you so much, Undefeated Rush for the gifts. I appreciate it. Mwah. Thank you. No, man, let's continue. That one about ginger turned pickle.
So, let's ask you, sir. The money where you use buy the shots, them, sir, how much money they leave in your pocket?
Oh, my God.
Because
I can't believe that Andrew owners buy everybody shots. What can go so? Mummy, you see video? Andrew owners buy shots from Ali. I'm glad for you, you know. But here what go on. You see, if him never video it, would I respect it? It's all for clout. It's all to make him look good. Yeah, man, me in the street and him just tell everybody to take a shot, say. You know what he could have done? Not go on camera, not buy the shots, because nobody never need no shots, and go suburbs and put one envelope in the lady hand and say, don't tell nobody. You understand me? I say, Patricia, what's up, baby? George B, what's going on? No, George, listen to me. Let me tell you what go on with Daryl Vaz. Not about the boss. Let me tell you what Daryl Vaz depend. Listen to this. Listen to what Daryl Vaz depend.
Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out.
Listen.
You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out? Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly. Vote them out. 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 You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out? Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly.
Juliet said, Bolo, no, me no say mad. No. What I know? Hear me now. And that Daryl Vaz depend here. That is the campaign message of Daryl Vaz. Vote them out. Not because you're JLP, because God don't like ugly. Vote them out. Shun the evil, them people. Shun the evil. Alright? Let's continue.
Let me check it out.
Yes.
You walk with money. You should not walk with no money in it, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Willis, how money you walk with for buy vote? Oh. Sir, I did buy the all-in-one something. The people them say, buy the shots for Bigfoot and buy the all-in-one something for Rhoda. Sir, I don't mean say so now. It's the people them say so, sir. Them say, the all-in-one something would look good on Rhoda. And then have the people them say the shots would look good on Bigfoot with a water boat. Sir, it's not me.
Listen to me. Jamaican people nothing know your business. Hey, on the terrible, you know? On the terrible. Jai, what you mean? The man said if you vote them out, how would they in a power? But you not easy. But Jai, you not easy. The man said vote them out. Then who in a power? Somebody say lad not to come down. Where you say rush? Yo, listen to me, man. He needs some milk. Embarrassing. Oh my God, no, Daryl. This is the soundbite for the rest of the election. Vote them out. You know why? You know why? You know why? Not because you're Labour right, not because you're JLP. You must vote them out. Because God don't like ugly. You know, hey, you can't tell me say, out of the spirit of the Most High, use his authority, his sovereignty, upon Daryl Vessa right there, son. If you send a clear message to the Labour right there, vote them out. Vote them out. Because God no like them. God no like ugly. Them burning of candles and all of them something and Obi and witchcraft. And them something where them are going with. Eh? But they want legalize Obia. They're right, Chuck. Vote them out. Vote them out. God don't like ugly. Okay. Let's continue. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I was listening to Partnerjaw TV, Arise Jamaica. And you know, God is good. God is good. Because he always allows me to, oh my goodness, I have to go to that as well, you know. He always allows me to catch important interviews. Now, of course, Joan.
Good morning, Andre. Good morning.
Yes, Mrs. Joan Gordon Webley. She's married. Mrs. Joan Gordon Webley had an interview on Arise Jamaica with Andre Stevens, and Miss Janice Allen as well was there. But there were Mary. What's up, Mary? Ian Vest Wagwan. Big up, big up. Right? And she said something that I can't say that it shocked me, but it was still alarming. It was alarming. It was alarming. All right? And we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it. Let's see what she has to say that's going on within her constituency. It was a short interview. Let's hear. And you know she's going up against Juliet Cuthbert. She have her and her manners up there. Heavy man.
Morning. How are you this morning?
I'm not too bad, me bunny, no. So how you do?
I am excellent. I'm in good health. Just a little hoarse, but I'm in good health nevertheless.
Joan Gordon Webley, I hear say you have such woman and a heavy manners.
Yes. I'm sure that we do in West Rural St. Andrew. We all have our under manners, yes. Mm-hmm.
What's the constituency presently?
Well, we have 8 days left?
Yeah, 7 days.
And 7 days now, yes. And as we move through the constituency, so many things are obvious. We are a huge constituency. 43,000 voters nearly, yes. Mm-hmm. And you know the size of the constituency.
Yeah.
And recently, one of our major problems are water and roads. Those are major. We recently had a cutting ribbon exercise in a place called Mount Prospect, where the Minister of Water and the then Member of Parliament came and cut a ribbon. And we found that at this point, the ribbon was cut. And to my surprise, they had actually brought...
Like, when I see people's wives and stuff,
Samuel Addison, subscribe to the channel.
I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have.
Big up the new subs. Big up the new subs. Like up the live, people. Like up the live, please.
Water to fill the tank that was there to do the opening.
My God.
Yes. And now that the ribbon has been cut, the water is not yet flowing. So it was just a ribbon cutting exercise. Fill the tank with some water, send we the fool a little further, thinking that water was going to be there. It's not there. We've had a trickle, and that's it. And it is really, really a terrible show of deceit upon the people of West Rural St. Andrew. No water in New Gardens. One of the things we have found out that the pipes are metal, the old crusty pipes. And whenever a trickle comes, there is a burst in the pipe. Nothing happens. So the people have had to now resort back to truck water. No water in Mountain Spring. No water in Friendship. No water in Limeage. And I could go on and on and on. Absolute deceit on their part.
What's up?
Last night I was in the area, the New Garden area, at a little roadside meeting. And one of the gentlemen there brought me a little bottle of water, and he says, when it trickles, this is what happens. The water is deep blue, and then it turns a darker shade of brown. It is horrendous. I mean, these people are being shafted. It is absolutely awful. And when you look on the lady's social media, you see the boast about the water that is not. Many months ago, we had this massive road that was broken in the Brandon Hill division. To this date, there has been no solution. The people at the road authority have not come and had a meeting with the people within the area to say what will happen. And so the people have resorted to cutting a road themselves by hand.
For the people that just are coming, this is Mrs. Joan Gordon Webley. I think it's East Rural St. Andrew constituency. She's going up against Juliet Cuthbert. And ribbon cutting, ladies and gentlemen, for water. Ribbon cutting. Beer style thing. Just the optics. Something they can put on social media to let the world feel like, yeah man, this party is doing so much. Look at all these ribbon cuttings that we're doing. Water here, water there. It's well on the way. But the reality is quite different on the ground. You understand? What the hell is that? You hear that? Oh, a bird up on top of something. What was that? What the hell? Let's continue.
This is how tremendous these people are within this constituency of West Rural. Albeit they've entered on somebody's private land and cut a road for them to be able to access the other side. And there's a little challenge there with that happening. But nevertheless, no one has come and said to them what it is we are going to do. Nothing is happening.
So you hear that? Patricia, lick me one away, man. Oh, yeah, move so. Link me one away, man. We can arrange that, man. Depend on where they have family everywhere, in Jamaica, You understand? And then a modern time now, you have all different types of means to get that done. You feel me, I say? So we sort that out. I Portmore you live? Me have family at Portmore. me have family at Portmore, yeah? So you don't worry about that. You remember good. Anyway, God is good. And thank you again. I mean, your unbelievable support of my platform and me. I have to say publicly, Miss Patricia Hutchins, you are God sent. You understand? You are God sent. Yes, you leave the number. Listen, we'll talk. We will talk. Don't worry yourself. I thought he was coming to Jamaica. We will talk. We will talk. I'll tell you exactly what to do. All right? Yeah, man. I have an address for shipping. Get away. Move. Anytime I see blackbird, I move around in a drones, There's a storm coming, or some heavy weather, Anytime I see them move from one end to the next of the island, wherever they are coming from, something is coming from there. So anytime I see a lot of blackbird, is a sign of disaster when you see them moving in drones. Right? Me think you're not going to vote, but me understand. Patrice Master say, me send you a message. Oh, for the people on TikTok, if you want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me via WhatsApp. It is 876-451-6535. That's 876-451-6535. Again, 876-451-6535. Reach out to me via WhatsApp, ladies and gentlemen. Message me there. All right? And I'm going to send everybody the link to my WhatsApp channel. I have a WhatsApp channel. I want to move away from the group. I want to move away from the WhatsApp group because things are getting kind of away where people are contacting the people them one away, and it's kind of getting weird. You feel me? Because you don't really know the people them, but you link them one away without them permission. All right? So, yeah, man. We're going to start out that. When I say, when you say I must pin it, mighty God have done it. I can't just write it down. Hold on there. One of the people in the chat on TikTok, listen to me. WhatsApp number, type this so I can pin it. WhatsApp number is 876-451-6535. Write that message and then I'll pin it. Let's continue. So, yes, the people in her constituency, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Joan Gordon Webley, is cutting their own road, you know, and ended up because their representation is not doing it, you know. Write the message better than that, Patrice. Put it as sorry, I didn't want to invite, I wanted to pin the message. Wait a minute. Ah, Lord, I don't know how to do this. Oh, you pin the message. Mighty God. I thought I didn't. Oh, you pin the message. Oh, there we go. Pin comment. So it's pinned. But yeah, I pin it. That's the number, people. The pin only lasts 54 seconds. Damn. Anyway, can you imagine the people in the constituency cutting them own road? I know they gone from people private property, so that's an issue. Because of poor representation. And the people them need the road. Boy, it gets worse.
For you to drive the roads within the constituency. And in particular, the Brandon Hill division, because what we are finding out, and the word out there is that Brandon Hill, I ain't doing no work there because after they don't vote for me. And Brandon Hill has always consistently voted for the People's National Party. So, you know, we can tell what is happening there. We have a situation. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So there's political victimization.
Absolute victimization.
So because Brandon Hill don't vote for JLP, it is alleged that them now do not work at Brandon Hill. You know, I think it should be the reverse. Politicians are so corrupt. Politicians, immoral politicians are so stupid. If I was a politician and I won 49 seats and I got 2 terms, what go on, John? Lorraine, how you doing, my baby? If I got 2 terms, you know, I would be making sure that at least half of one of those terms, a 2.5-year period, where I actually focused on the areas that don't vote for me, to win them over. Laura Wheatley, how you doing? Strategically, hey Steffi, what's up? Strategically, I would be doing more for those areas. Just that 2.5-year period. When me say, all right, me really I go focus on them. You see, for the rest of the term, I'd be focusing on everybody, so that everybody benefits. But just to win over as a strategy, if you say, listen, I know you guys don't support the JLP, but I am here to serve you like every other Jamaican. What do you need? What is happening? How can I really, what can we do to make your lives better? Talk to them with dignity. Show them love. You know, where say storm is out? You know why Zulika just mash up them people down at St. Elizabeth? Me here say Zulika just talk to everybody. Every single Jamaican. Whether you're JLP or you're PMP, she come to serve. So she come to consult to find out what are your issues and what you will expect from me if I was to become your minister, your MP and minister of government. How you want me to represent you in parliament. You understand? That is why she mash them up. The Labour, they love Zulika Jess. And the PMP, they love her too. No, I don't know of any. I don't know of any. I don't know of any storm. I was just saying that when you see the blackbirds them come out like that, yes, when election done, you know, as the representative, you represent everybody. It shouldn't be a case where, oh, it's Labour right, and because it's Labour right, and them alone me I work with and them alone me I help. You know how much people don't vote? That is another thing. When you operate in that manner, you're not gonna have a long time in government. You're a girl, how you doing? You're not gonna have a long time in representational politics. You're not. But let's hear what allegedly some of these politicians' strategy is. Why they go into representational politics. Let's hear the benefits.
Absolute. I'm the one they call when the garbage is to be collected, because it is, I mean, we're like a Riverton city in many areas. It is awful. Mm-hmm. All over.
So the political victimization is, according to Mrs. Joan Gordon Webley, in her constituency, in this particular area, is at such of an all-time high that the area is considered Riverton City. You remember when Juliet Oles this say, anyway they come with them there is a garbage heap. I wonder if they might try to manifest that on purpose. I wonder if this is a deliberate attempt to manifest that argument. Some people would say, but you're going into conspiracy theory. Let me tell you something. You see, after the pandemic, I don't want nobody to tell me about conspiracy. If you don't know how much conspiracies are alarmingly on point, 99% of the time or 98% of the time, then I don't know what to tell you. What I said, there's a 2% chance after the pandemic that conspiracy theories are wrong. You ever hear them say if you don't go so, you near go so? Janet said talk up Bolo. He said you can't tell Bobby Montague that. Mighty God, just open in the US and some idiot go on shooting spree and unalive 2 kids. Mighty God, and injured over 20 students. So sad. Oh man, you hear that, people? What going on in the USA? Shooting. Yeah man, just mash up slowly, man. It's over. It's over for him. It's over for the JLP overall still. It's over.
The roadside, all over the hills and the valleys, you just see the garbage running down the hills because no one comes to collect the garbage. And if I call today,
kind of they come in and have a couple of days. But no one comes to
the garbage. It is absolutely awful. When my last
Georgina
member of parliament, Comrade Buchanan, was in the constituency, he had put in 6 training centers for youths. With today's date, all 6 have been closed. There is no more computers in them. He had left 150 computers. No more computers. They're a thing of the past.
Wow.
And so this constituency is like the forgotten place. Yet, today's date, all 6 have been closed. Comrade Buchanan was in the constituency. He had put in 6 training centers for youths. With today's date, all 6 have been closed.
So, the labor right them, more ask you one question. Do you guys think that is right? Come in now watch me now. From time to time, I pop up and say something in the chat. And for some reason, God attract you over here. For some reason. So I want to ask you now, do you think that it's right? Do you think that there's a good reason why 6 training centers for youth in Juliet Cuthbert constituency was shut down as soon as the JLP got in power? It come like no government no like education. The computer then gone from out of training center them. 6 training center. But you know what? This is why Daryl Vessa said this.
Vote them out! 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 You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out? Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly.
CW Wagwan.
Vote them out! Vote them out!
That's why Daryl Vessa said that. God don't like ugly. Vote them out. Now let me see what you say, Daryl. 6, big up yourself, Donovan. CW, big up. 6, Leroy, big up yourself, Leroy. Paulette, big up. 6 training center for the youth closed down as soon as JLP going to power in 2016. In this Joan Gordon Webley, Mrs. Joan Gordon Webley constituency. 6. You know what positives those Happy Apple, big up. You know what positives those training centers could have done for the development of the youth in that area? It could definitely help them from turning away from a life of crime. So I want to ask the labor rights them, do you think that is right? Because it's a PMP billet, is it that's why them lock it down? And if you lock it down, what did you do to supplement the gap of that education that you locked down? So labor rights, you don't think that right? Do you guys support a party that operates in that manner? Education, you know? Sophia, what's up? Education. People in TikTok can't see me good. Sorry. Lady G, you are going. Education. Education of the youth. You lock down the 6 training centers.
There is no more computers in them. He had left 150 computers. No more computers. They're a thing of the past.
Wow.
And so this constituency is like the forgotten place. Yet,
poor Andre. No, Andre was visibly tired in this. I don't know him do it, you know. I don't know him do it. Him close off last night program late. Got up early this morning for this program. Midday connection. And now 7 o'clock again. And there's so much to talk about. And the people don't want to call in. And we're so close to the election. It's 7 days away now. Yeah. 7 days away. 28, 29, 30, 31. 1, 2, 3. 7 days away. 1 week away. Next week Wednesday. So you know what I'm saying? Man, listen, I'm telling y'all right now. I'm taking 2 or 3 days when things ease down after the election. 2 or 3 days. Because, man, it is a lot of work. You know what? For the people in Bolo VNR 2.0, if you guys don't want me to post uploads of the PMP meetings, please let me know, because I noticed that you guys don't watch them, and honestly, it takes me the whole night of that same night to stay up and make thumbnails and titles. So if you guys not gonna watch the video them, automatic singularity, so we must post them. I'm talking about YouTube, you know. Maybe I should post them on TikTok. Saturday, I fell asleep. Last night, yeah, I possibly fell asleep last night. Open and hear me a snore. Because I was up early this morning. I go over something. Open and hear me a snore. Me have go listen back that live stream there from this. Early this morning, me up, you know. Yo! Early this morning, me up and I go over something them dirty. I swear me know me those about 2 times. At least 2 times. That's all you heard? Oh yeah, I'm taking that down right now. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. Yeah, I'm taking that video down right now. Lord of mercy. Yeah, I'm taking that down right. She said that's all she heard. Jesus. Nobody told me, man. Y'all didn't hit me up. Man, y'all ain't right, man. Y'all ain't right. I'm putting that on private right now. Private. Yep, private. The one who said congratulations to the PMP. Yep. I'm putting that on private right now. Damn. Damn. Saturday, you could have called me and tell me, say, yo, Saturday, yo, I thought we was friends, man. You know, I thought we was friends, man. I thought you had my back, Saturday. Like, how are you gonna come on live and tell me that now? And you ain't called me? And why you ain't called me while I was live? Damn.
Person's life. Where they are.
I heard it a while ago. In the last part, this one. Yeah, even when it's something when I play, because yep, I was knocked out for yep.
We are celebrating as a country.
Right there. Oh my God. But put it on private. Patrick, where you dealing with? Patrick said I could never sleep. No, man. I want to go on there, sir. Live will end. Why my live I go end in 4 minutes? Detect inactivity. Oh, what can I? But them people that see me on my live, I move around and attack. And I talk about detect inactivity. People, if you don't like up your live, you know, Lady J, miss the debate. Boy, it was impressive. I have to say. Team PMP did it again. Julian, oh my God, Julian showed us why he should be Minister of Finance. Yeah.
When you look and see the things that you can do, first of all, we can't wait for major water supplies to come to the constituency. Mm-hmm. There are many springs, and we can start. The first thing I'm going to be doing is starting to work on these minor water supplies that can gravity feed to a great many people. I will have to look at bringing back some centers for training. I will be dealing with that with dispatch. because our kids must learn. You know, the major part of the People's Manifesto is that we have to bring learning to our young folks. The only thing the MP has done is to open a police station. And that is where we don't want our people to go. We don't want them to be in lockups. We want to teach them so that they can make a better life for themselves. We continue to speak about the country constituencies. You know, we have many minor waterfalls. We're talking about ecotourism that can come to our constituency. We have to talk about that. We have to talk about our farming communities, because as it is now, every now and again, you remember that last stash of fertilizer that came to the island, and they found themselves in the hands of persons who were reselling them to the real farmers. We are going to make sure that the real farmers get a cut of the pie. We are going to make sure that fertilizers find them hands into the real farmers' fields. And there is so much, Andre, that I can't even speak of all of them now. But it is the constituencies in a bad way. About 2 weeks ago, I was coming home one night, about 11 o'clock, and I came upon a piece of roller in the middle of the night, patching some roads. And my car nearly went into it. The place was so dark. Wow. They were pushing roads by, nightfall. You know what's going to happen when we get the first rain. It's going to be up. And I asked myself, where was she all this time? 9 years? And you're patching road 11, 12 o'clock at night?
Mighty God.
We have to do better. We just have to do better by our people.
And the friendly ghost.
Yes, that's right. We have to do better by our people.
So Miss Joan Gordon Webley almost had an accident with this roller in the road. Patrick, when you say you feel sorry for Favour, brother, everybody feels sorry for Favour. Favour embarrassed herself, our party, and our entire family. Sure did.
A rolling calf.
Rolling calf, yes, man, rolling calf.
So give the people hope of West Rural this morning. Because in 7 days' time, you'll be the member of parliament. What do you want to say to them this morning?
I want to say to them, I have built my campaign on, first of all, 4 letters, TRIL, Trill, tolerance. As you know, my opponent is intolerant of people.
Listen to this.
Extremely tolerant.
Listen to this.
That's my DNA.
Listen.
I will listen to them. I will respect them.
Yes.
I have no time to curse the people who have elected me, whom I should be working for.
Yes.
The amount of bad words that you can turn on anything under her area and see the amount of words she cursed people day by day. And that's one of the things that the people say. We can't speak to her, we can't ask her anything. Because
Eugene said the JLP said Favour did good. Eugene, member said the whole JLP is pathologically mendacious. Alright, so. You understand? Let's continue.
Bad words will come to us. Old gentleman told me the other day he went to her office to beg her to help him with getting one of these grants that they are boasting about. And she told him he has to go to the website. She said, ma'am, I am old. I don't know how to handle a computer. She says, well, that's not my business. You find somebody who can. She says, I don't have any family members. He said to her, I'm not going to vote for you again because the way you're treating me. She said, you don't have to vote for me again. I don't get my pension already. No.
So allegedly, an elderly man went to the constituency office of Juliet Cuthbert. Allegedly. What the man said took place allegedly is that he asked her about one of the programs and she told him to go on the website.
Bad because I'm favored by God. Like when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at
subscribe to the channel.
Like, I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have.
Yeah. So like I was saying, so the man wanted to get access to this program, to benefit of the program. So she allegedly directed him to go online. The man said, I am elderly. I can't traverse that space. Well, she said, get somebody to help you to do it. Huh? The man said, I don't have any family. Well, let me listen to the last part. I'm not want to tell a lie upon her now.
Peter. She says, well, that's not my business. You find somebody who can. She said, I don't know how he told him he has to go to the website. She said, ma'am, I am old. I don't know how to handle the computer. She says, well, that's not my business. You find somebody who can. She says, I don't have any family members. He said to her, I'm not going to vote for you again because the way you're treating me. She said, you don't have to vote for me again. I don't get my pension already.
So, the man said, I have no family members and got upset and said, I'm not going to vote for you again, Juliet Cuthbert. She said, me no business, allegedly. I don't get my pension already. Now, this is an allegation. But, after learning about Juliet Cuthbert's ways, by what she's actually said, the leaked voice notes and everything, Juliet Cuthbert seemed like the type of person who feisty enough to say something like that. She very, forgive me, sassy. Sassy, forgive me. She very sassy. In a disrespectful way. Not in an intelligent way. So, you know, that man's experience is his experience. But I have to put the context to say it's an allegation. Now, if you ask me if I believe, I'll be open and tell you that I do believe that she actually did that. I do believe it. I do believe it. I really believe that she did that. And I'll say this. If those allegations are true, this is why Daryl Vessa said this.
Vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out. You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out. Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly.
Hi, Lorna.
Vote them out. 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 You know why? You know why? You know why? You must vote them out. Not because you're JLP. God don't like ugly.
God don't like ugly Juliet Cuthbert. And that's why the man said to vote you out.
No, I may be inclined not to believe. But when he said to me, she told him she's got her pension already. I believed him. Most people don't know that after 2 terms, a member of parliament qualifies for pension.
So, according to Mrs. Joan Webley Gordon, she was inclined not to believe the old man at first. But when the old man mentioned that, she said to her, hi sis Bingham, when the old man mentioned to her that she said she already get her pension and she don't business, allegedly, that she said that, Juliet Cuthbert attacking a full context of the story, the alleged story. Dwayne Hutchinson, what's up? So, she said after hearing that from the old man, it's not something that everybody would readily know except for the politicians. So because Juliet Cuthbert served 2 terms, it means that she already got her pension. So she will be paid a pension by our tax dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, you see why we need to find the corrupt people and make sure so them pay? You see why we need a Will Rattigan at the helm of the Auditor General and the Integrity Commission and the FID and his team? Because he's a man of law as well, you know. You understand? Somebody just come on here to disrespect and get blocked. Whoa. That's impressive. You dedicated 20 minutes of your day to subscribe to me. Because my subscription mode on YouTube is subscriber only for 20 minutes. You have to wait before you can type. And you decided to subscribe and then 20 minutes after make a comment in disrespect of me. Oh, you are stupid. You are a waste of space. Lord of mercy. That's crazy. But anyway, Juliet Cuthbert, if this is true, ma'am, you need to seek Jesus. Alright? And thank you. Thank you for letting us know that after 2 terms, you get a pension as a politician. So ladies and gentlemen, we have to now, moving forward, hold our government officials extremely to an extremely high level, because we'll be taking care of them. The older they get, they'll be getting money from us. You heard? So if they are not working assiduously, if they are not working triple overtime as servants of us the people, after 1 term, no more chances. Vote them out. And this is why we need term limits. They need to work for our votes. Okay, Patricia. What you missed, let me play it back. It deserves play it back. Listen to this. This is the key point of what is going on right here. So listen to this.
Under her area and see the amount of words she cursed people day by day. And that's one of the things that the people say. We can't speak to her, we can't ask her anything because a string of bad words will come.
And for full context, she's talking about Juliet Cuthbert.
To us. Old gentleman told me the other day he went to her office to beg her to help him with getting one of these grants that they are boasting about. And she told him he has to go to the website. She said, ma'am, I am old. I don't know how to handle the computer. She says, well, that's not my business. You find somebody.
No, I know for a fact that on my platform, I know the age groups that watch me. Most of you are elders. A large majority of the people that watch my platform are elders. Females and males. Alright, YouTube give you the demographic and show you. So, this story should hit home for you guys. What she's saying, that the man told her about visiting Juliet Cuthbert's office. Listen to the insensitivity. Listen to the lack of care. Yeah. Patricia, behave yourself. No, we can't bother. Listen to anybody older than me or elder? Wagwan Colin, big up yourself. Listen to this. Listen to the insensitivity.
And anything under her area and see the amount of words she cursed people day by day. And that's one of the things that the people say. We can't speak to her, we can't ask her anything because a string of bad words will come to us. Old gentleman told me the other day he went to her office to beg her to help him with getting one of these grants that they are boasting about. And she told him he has to go to the website. She said, ma'am, I am old. I don't know how to handle the computer. She says, well, that's not my business. You find somebody who can. She says, I don't have any family members. He said to her, I'm not going to vote for you again because the way you're treating me. She said, you don't have to vote for me again. I don't get my pension already. No, I may be inclined not to believe. But when he said to me, she told him she's got no pension already. I believed him. Most people.
So the last part of the story that the elder said about accusing Juliet Cuthbert of saying that she get her pension already, that's what made Joan Gordon Webley believe the elder man. Because it sounds unbelievable, right? But that specific detail in saying that, yeah man, You not have to vote for me, you know, because I get my pension already, you know. The old man couldn't really know that. He would have to read and know certain laws and stuff at Parliament, and you know what I mean? He would have to know the structure of it all. And most people don't read. You know what I mean? So it's, you know, so that's what made her believe the old man experience that he told her about Juliet Cuthbert. And I'm saying, Wagwan Joyce and Matthew, I am saying that this is another open high level of disgrace in terms of the representation from the Jamaica Labour Party. It was highly insensitive. The accounts that the man actually told about Juliet Cuthbert in her office. Imagine, he's an old man. He don't know if you use computer. Them have these programs that are going to benefit the people. And the man came to her office for help. How long you think it would have taken her to help the old man? With going online, like, you're a servant of the people. You are paid pretty handsomely. 200 to 300% increase on your money that you usually get. And you can't find time to help an old man in your constituency for him to, like, you don't care about people. You don't care about people. Sharon say, do unto others as you'd like them do unto you. The truth is an offense but not a sin. Exactly. You understand? This came off to me as super insensitive, and I agree with Miss Joan Webley Gordon. Joan Gordon Webley, sorry. You would be inclined not to believe the old man about the story because it seems so bad that a representative would say that to the man instead of helping him. And even if she didn't help him directly, what about somebody in her office? You're telling me that she don't have secretary or somebody that is competent that could say, listen, let's go on the computer right now. And because the man said he don't have any family, the man said he don't have no family to help him. So how can you turn away somebody that is seeking help? And you are a servant of the people. How can you turn away the people that is coming to you for help? Basically tell them, say, go figure it out on your own. Go and figure it out on your own. Don't come to me. Oh, you don't have any family? You don't have anybody that can help you? I don't care about that. Kick rocks. Go ahead. Kick rocks, leave. Go away from here, sir. Figure it out. That is how it come off. And if this is true, Juliet Cuthbert, I know you seem like the type that don't care. Absolute shame on you. And I hope that God's judgment in these things that you are allegedly doing comes to you swiftly. Because you cannot be treating people like this that you're supposed to serve. You can imagine if God was like, man. Imagine if God dealt with us the way how we are hearing Juliet Cuthbert allegedly dealt with this old man. Somebody that is in need. You can look on an elderly person like a child, you know. You have to be patient with them. Can you imagine how she would deal with somebody that is disabled if she had deal with that old man, so? This is what I tell people, you see. Mark Golding's character was forged by his early involvement with disabled people. Mark Golding does not see the world the way how regular people see the world. And he has a special care. Just me, I'm going to play it again for you. Mark Golding has a special care for everyone because of what his experience taught him through being around disabled people all his life from a very tender age. From a very tender age. Let me play the tape again of the story about Juliet Cuthbert and the old man coming to her office, told by Joan Gordon Webley.
area and see the amount of words she cursed people day by day. And that's one of the things that the people say. We can't speak to her, we can't ask her anything because a string of bad words will come to us. Old gentleman told me the other day he went to her office to beg her to...
So the old man went to her office to beg her. Let me slow it down because that got too fast. Let me slow it down.
Old gentleman told me the other day he went to her office to beg her to help him with getting one of these grants that they are boasting about. And she told him he has to go to the website. She said, you know, ma'am, I am old. I don't know how to handle a computer. She says, well, that's not my business. You find somebody who can. She says, I don't have any family members. He said to her, I'm not going to vote for you again because the way you're treating me. She said, you don't have to vote for me again. I don't get my pension already. No, I may be inclined not to believe. But when he said to me, she told him she's gotten her pension already. I believed him. Most people don't know that after 2 terms, a member of parliament qualifies for pension.
So the fact that the information about getting your pension after 2 years is not readily available around. Pronounce my name properly, sir. LOL. Love you, brother. What's your name? Is it Matthew? God bless. Oh, it's Matthew. God bless. Thank you. 1, 2, 3. Matthew. God bless. Big up. It's Matthew. God bless. I do my best because it's very respectful to pronounce people's name properly, you know, and I don't want to offend anybody. So Matthew, God bless. 1, 2, 3. Matthew, God bless. Big up. And if I can't pronounce it, ask enough help me. But so because the information about serving 2 terms and getting a pension as a politician is not readily available to most people, using her deductive reasoning, Mrs. Joan Gordon Webley was inclined to believe the old man, because how would he know about the pension thing? At first, she didn't believe the old man, you know, because you know how people stay, right? People can tell you any type of story. But after listening to that part of it in regards to the pension, she was like, whoa, how would he know that? But I true the man attack. And this is very sad. This is a new law by Julia Cuthbert. Outside of her nasty nature and foul mouth, you know, and hatred and for Mark Golding, I don't know why. I don't know if it's his skin color or what, but she has a certain vitriol for Mark Golding. Even when he was in Parliament and he was doing his budget speech. Do you guys pay attention to their body language and their facial expression? I do. She's one of them that skin up her nose at Mark Golding. But them a got tired fissy in face. Can't keep him out of the race. That man is gonna do some great things with the help of the Most High God for this country. Because God have to be at the center of it. Yeah.
He's elderly. Integrity. You have seen, we've all seen in this country.
Yes.
The trillion.
And the billions.
Hey, somebody tell me something. What is the is there a website for Ralston Hyman's radio broadcast? Is there a YouTube page for it that they actually stream live on? Exactly, Sharon. God does not walk with the proud and scornful. That's a fact. You have to be humble. And you have to have integrity. Integrity. Yo, Sassy be turning up sometimes. I swear to God, bro. Sassy.
This member of parliament will treat with integrity. You're not going to find money missing under my government. You're not going to find millions missing or trillions missing under myself as member of parliament.
Yes.
So what are your final words? What are your final words this morning to the people of West Rural?
I want to say to them, I will treat them with respect. I will treat them with love. I will be the best advocate that they will have to advocate for all the land titling that will come to them. I will advocate for our farmers to get a fair deal. I will advocate for our youths to have training centers. I will advocate for our youngsters to be able to be young entrepreneurs. I will advocate for them, and they will know that they have a member of parliament who stands out for them, who goes out ahead of them, but they will always be the center of whatever I do for them.
Awesome. Well, do you have your election center number?
All right, that's our formality. Devon Fletcher says, Cuthbert was not a people person from a long time ago, been in the athlete world because she couldn't get the spotlight from Marlene was head of her. Oh, yes. And she never win any medals. So she's a bitter old lady. Joan Hutchinson, big up, say Mark G run the place. So what you saying, Devon? Juliet Cuthbert is a bitter old lady. Oh my God, I believe her, don't you both? Of course, I believe the old man. And Miss Joan Webley put it into full context for me to believe the old man. No, it's not she won medal, but she never got first place. It's not a lot of persons that actually know about the pension plan for the politician, that after 2 years they actually would get a pension. So when the man said she put that in him face, she was very out of order for that. First time watching. Merinda Rudak, big up yourself. First time watcher. Hope to see you active in the chat. Always follow me on all of my platforms. Bolo VNR 2.0. You are on Bolo VNR clips right now, and we also have Bolo TBV. That's throwback videos. A throwback video is played on Bolo TBV every day that is relevant to what is actually going on right now. You understand? Stuff from last year and that's a good, Courtney, big up. Where I say Courtney, that's a good place for new subscribers to go. I want all of my new subs to subscribe to Bolo TBV and watch those videos. One video a day is dropped on Bolo TBV. One video. Yes, I have 4 of them. All of them are monetized. One video a day is dropped on Bolo TBV. I usually don't miss a day. I have them preset. I have them coming up until the 30th or the 31st of this month. So I have to download some different video and pick some video now and make some more thumbnail for posts of videos I want you guys to hear what is happening. You get me? And we have to bring up back the SSL video them too, because something right. And we have to bring up back the IC report videos, because October soon come, and of course I believe Andrew is going to be in court. So we need a refresher. We need a refresher of what is actually going on with that. You know? So Bolo TBV is a throwback videos. Also Bolo VNR as well. I really want you guys to subscribe to all of my platforms, you know. Please. I need to resurrect Bolo VNR. It is my main channel, and I know it appears that it's shadow ban, or it was being flagged massively by some people that don't like me from another sector that I used to, be more active in, but because I am now so busy, I don't get to watch my favorite content creators a lot anymore because I have so much work doing. You guys keep me really occupied with the WhatsApp messages, the new videos. There's always something for me to do. And I tell you, I'm going to take 2 or 3 days off. I need a vacation. I ain't even going to cap. Yeah, I need a vacation. This is, woo! Boy, I tell you what. So, which station Ralston Hyman is on? Which radio station Ralston Hyman is on? Power 106. Okay. Let me go on YouTube and see if we can find Power 106. Power 106 FM. Yeah, that is that's a foreign station. Let me go to TikTok and see if I can find Power 106 TikTok. Let's see if them have anything on TikTok. Power 106 FM. Power 106 FM. Still the same thing. I'm not seeing a Jamaica Power 106 FM on TikTok. So if I want to hear Ralston Hyman, I definitely have to listen to the radio. Yo, somebody needs to record Ralston Hyman's videos, radio broadcasts, and post them on YouTube. Somebody needs to get a page on YouTube, listen to Power 106, record the conversations with Ralston Hyman and his breakdowns, and post it on YouTube. Literally. Just like how you see them do Mutabaruka, somebody need to do that. Nerine said if you download the app, you know, said, Nerine, why you stress me out? Why Nerine stress me out? Lord have mercy. Nerine said if you download the app. It a go cost me. If it a go cost me, you know, I nah work with it, you know. If it's going to what I don't want it from my phone. Look on just connect my something. What you know, so then computer too skill. Me upon my computer try to download an app, and it a download the app to my phone from a computer. You know what I mean for build though? Them a go too hard, you know? Love in the you know, I'm not even going to block you. Love in the Philippines. I'm not going to block you because I actually watched Dragon Ball Z. Mr. Popo in Dragon Ball Z. Maybe I should block you. Because maybe you're racist. Maybe you're a white person and you thought that was slick. Don't say anything slick like that again. Alright? Seriously. Yeah. I don't care what nobody says. Hey, how you doing, Lorraine? Lorraine Miller. If you're in the... Is that her? Yeah, I try to download it, people. I try to download it. Power 106 FM. I guess it's not on the computer. I guess it's not available on the computer. Yeah, it's only on the telephone. I cannot give up my telephone usage to Power 106 6. No, I can't do that. I'm sorry. My phones are already too occupied in content creation, so that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work at all. You know. But yeah, let me just find another source. I'm a 3 phone them I use right now, you know? I use my 3 phone them right now. Well, one of them is one at this phone, you right there, so Bolo VNR, you are the good phone. Then you have this phone, which is a semi-good phone. Semi-good. Overheats pretty easily, battery run down fast, so you have the semi-good phone. And then you have one phone that on the last breath, when I use on TikTok. It takes me half a night to actually, no, I can't use my mother phone. But Nerine, no, your presumptuous bad. Nerine, you want my mother cuss me? My mother uses her phone. I could have never take my mother phone from her. The mother would have cuss me out. So what she if you do? Like she ain't smart too. My box cover, but not easy, man. Oh, not easy at all. Yes, Devon Fletcher, big up. Audrey Campbell, how you doing? Cutting edge, my brother, I see you, bro. Manners and respect. Hold on, let me go to this. Let me see if him do a show this morning.
Thank you, Abka, for one final one from me. The opposite.
Let me see if he did a show this morning. Because I usually call him Bill show him company now. Oh, man. Him not do no show, but him have a show coming up. But a way in the evening, well, the show should have started already, but I don't know why not start yet. But make we hear Ralston Iman say about the debate last night.
Just come to the debate and just throw numbers, say anything.
JP was very poor. The Minister of Finance was poor.
Discussing FinSac and pre-FinSac. And we want to argument, we should give you that.
Let me call him up. Let me call him up. Let me call him up. Yes. I want to do it that way where I have some people. Let me get Ralston, then we had Obi and Wilson to the call. No, sir. Raleigh. Let me do this straight. As your line. That's don't move. I'll make your hands. Your assessment on the debate.
Yeah, as I was saying, that the questioners, Al and Andrea, they were brilliant. The team, JP was very poor. The Minister of Finance was the poorest of them all.
The Minister of Finance was the worst debater.
Yeah, man, the poorest of them all.
Yeah.
The questioners were excellent.
Yes, I wrote that down, Raleigh. I wrote that down. I think the questions were good.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I listened to this from Ralston Hyman, I was like, I felt good. Because as a professional analyst and an economist, right, I was seeing the debate the way how he was seeing it. Fayval Williams destroyed the JLP. If they had any semblance of competing with the People's National Party in that debate, Fayval Williams destroyed their chances of a competition. Mary. Yo, Mary Lizzie said, Bolo, we're still waiting for the finale. Girl. Oh, feel bad. Poor feel bad. Oh. Yo, leave that lady alone, man. Leave that lady alone. Yo, leave Fayval alone, please. But seriously, Fayval was the poorest debater. I'm sorry, I cannot lie. I cannot lie to you. Fayval Williams was the poorest debater out of all debaters in that debate. It was that bad from Fayval. One of the times she wasted time answering a question and well, did not answer the question. And what you say? I must repeat. What must I repeat? Yeah, man, Favour was the worst debater, man. Worst debater of them all last night. This phone has a sliding problem, you know. I'll try to fix it. Hold on. The rubber right here, so it just have this thing. I'm gonna take it off of it. Give me a second, people. Hey. Too close to the edge there, buddy. Use the other phone and catch it. Bam! That is it. Anyway, Favour Williams was the worst debater of them all in this debate. There was a point where she attempted to answer a question while not answering the question, went all around circles and spoke about stuff that was irrelevant to the question, and then passed the baton to Christopher Tufton that really doesn't know what he's talking about. So it was really bad overall. It was just terrible. But what was more terrible about it was them literally did not. Hold on, you know, so we can do something here, sir. Them literally did not. Forget it. Them literally did not answer the question at all. It was an absolute failure. Stephen Harty say, yeah, not strong suit for Favour Williams. Financial report on Jamaica, but the reality on the ground, Jamaica financial stable for years right now. Jamaica has been financially stable for years, but why is that? Why is that? We haven't grown the economy, but you're right. But why is that? Context matters. You know why? Because of the fiscal papers that the People's National Party put in place. That is why. Believe.
Brilliant.
Rasta and I even said.
The questions were on point and targeted.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Big up Andrea and all.
No.
Yeah.
Who was your best debater tonight?
Julian Robinson.
Julian was on top of his game.
Yeah, man.
And the worst was the final.
Hey, Joan, you cannot put those types of messages on YouTube. YouTube is gonna block it. Alright? Yeah, that message is not gonna come up. YouTube automatically block it. Alright? Yeah. In a real life. But we must lock my ears. Juliet, what kind of pension you collect? I must see P pension. They will laugh, D-ish. No, sir, dog-ish. Oh, no, easy. No, sir.
Finance Minister.
Finance Minister was the word. And they tell us why we can't have her down there at this particular point in time in the history of the world. We cannot have she down there.
All right.
That's bad for the country.
Chris Tufton said domestic export up by 31%.
Listen to this.
That's a lie. He don't know nothing what I'm talking about. That is why the point that Julian made, that he's going to look out for the hospital system because he's the most incompetent health minister. And him trying to behave like he's an economist, like he knows anything about finance.
Hold on there. Rajiv Edwards said PMP had all the plans and did nothing. In terms of what? Which plans they had and did nothing? What are you referencing? May I go give you a chance? And please, don't mess up. Which plans are you talking about, Rajiv Edwards? Go.
Yeah.
So when you get this figure about domestic export up by 31%.
Total agricultural exports for the first 3 months of this year was 19.5 million. They don't have any numbers. They don't know what I'm talking about. As Julian said, needs to fix the hospital system.
$19.5 million, but where was it last year?
Of this year? Yeah?
Where was
the whole year? The whole year it was like 50 million, while the food import bill was 1.8 billion. They don't know what I'm talking about.
So, they just come to the debate and just throw out numbers, say anything they feel like say.
Precisely. And if you notice, most of his thing was personal attacks on Peter Bunting. He don't come with no figures because he don't know about them things. And basically, because the finance minister was so weak and there.
All right, Rajiv Edwards, you're quite mistaken. The facts are that Mama P was the one that put the legislation for the fiscal papers that every government has to follow, so that our debt to GDP continues to go down to a certain level, and when it reaches, I think it's 2030, it should be at a certain level that is acceptable. So you're quite mistaken, Rajiv Edwards. The documentation, the legislation, the date that it was legislated, you can go and do your research. It's under the People's National Party. And the reason why they had that legislation is because of the mess that the JLP created and disrespected the IMF by not taking their tests and doing what them feel like do. Very financially and fiscally irresponsible behavior of the then Audley Shaw and what's his name, Mr. Bruce Golding. All right. Listen, it's yeah, you're right. You know, it's luck for them, but they still haven't used the luck to grow the economy. The economy is growing at 1% so they don't know what they're doing, or because of corruption, and the monies are not being used the right way, why we are not growing enough. That is what is happening. So when they give PMP, then the government in September 3rd, you're going to see a significant difference in growth in the economy, because the money them now got teeth up. There's not going to be $1.something trillion unaccounted for in this ministry and that ministry. We're now going to buy 110 bus, old bus, 10-year to 15-year-old bus for $1.4 billion, where some people are getting for $1 because they are that devalued after them pass 7 years. All right. No, it's not about borrowing money, Rajiv, and it's either you're being disingenuous and acting like you don't know the processes. It's not about borrowing money, but when you go to the IMF says to you that these are the, what's the word I'm looking for? These are the stipulations that we put in place for the money that you borrow from us. If you don't follow these stipulations, you're going to be in violation with us. And if you are in violation with us, no other world entity or bank is going to deal with Jamaica. And that is exactly what happened. And that's what Portia had to fix. I don't think you guys understand the damage that JLP did to our financial reputation globally, you know, when they disrespected the IMF, you know. I don't think you guys why you think that Portia had to pass what? I think it was 11 straight tests, hard tests by the IMF. It's because of what the JLP did. I don't think you guys understand. I don't think you guys understand how damaging that was to us. Yes? Right? Listen, Rajiv, if you're gonna go into history, the PMP has had more growth. PMP has had double-digit growth in the economy under PMP leadership. Go and check the records. That has never happened under the JLP. Under none of them leaders. Siaga, none of them. And that's facts. Alright? That's facts. I don't think you came to the right place. I think you came to somebody where things you don't know what is actually going on. All right, I don't think you came to the right place. I don't think you did, because if you think you're going to do something like, no, the evidence is there. No, it's not a distraction. No, what he's actually doing is giving me a chance to actually speak to the rest. Thank God for Mama P. Thank God for Mama. She was not perfect. She did some things. Hey, but in terms of the financial, fiscal papers, that is now guiding every government to make sure that we don't go off the rails and violate the fiscal rules. Big up Mama P and our team. Yes. Oh, and if you think that the JLP can violate those laws, think again. They could not explain themselves out of violating those laws. They would be committing political suicide, because you cannot try to say that PMP is not fiscally disciplined and they will mash up the economy, but then when there's fiscal rules, you break them. So basically PMP made those rules because they never trust the JLP to follow it by them own credit. Right? We wouldn't have paid down the debt that much if those fiscal papers was not in place. You understand? Big up yourself 130. Say PMP building more homes. Thea says, my first time here. Welcome to the platform. All first timers, welcome to the platform. Anthony Savage said, Bolo, you don't know why Anti-Faval don't know what she's doing. Tufton was only there as a spin doctor because is that him know. Yeah, he does that very well. Star Girl said, Bolo, because some of these JLP walk around and thief overseas people by house and car, him not getting it, and him PM watch them do it. Mighty God. Omara said we would still be in debt. Manley Heights said, Bolo, he's just a troll. I don't know, you know. I don't know if he's just a troll, you know. I don't know if he's just a troll. I'm getting an energy from Rajiv that he's just misinformed. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting from him.
Bad because I'm favored by God. Like when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at.
Subscribe to the channel.
I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have.
Big up Winston that just subscribed to the channel. Let's continue, because Rasta man is going to clear up something here now.
Big sound like a clown. He basically took over the debate on that side and he didn't have no information, and that is why they ended up looking so poor.
I think they look very poor and very ordinary.
Very poor, man. Yeah, man, very poor. Pedestrian. And the finance minister was the worst.
But really, it looked like the $3.5 million have them under pressure.
Yeah, man.
Why
yeah,
so?
Man. Well, because them figure that the way the man them put it, because as the man them said, 3.5 million, more people will benefit from that than their people. That will help to rebuild the middle class.
Last up, me bono-no-nos. What's up, my baby? Good to see you, darling. Omar said, he wants to come over but don't know how. Yeah, I mean, him just sound misinformed to me. Manley, I say, I'm telling you, he knows everything you're telling him. Labor rights are just not gonna accept the truth. Man, you ain't never lie, boy. Hey, some of them really be giving me that vibe.
And that would lead to more spend and a higher propensity to consume once you put the things in place to grow the economy. Yeah. That is why when Julian tell themselves for 8 years they can't come with the energy policy, because contrary to what Tufton tell people, when they came into power, they cost of energy was 17 cents per kilowatt hour. It is now 45 cents of the highest in the region and in the entire world.
Yeah.
And it takes them 8 years to put out a request for proposal. So I don't know who them are talking to. Them take Jamaican people for fool.
But
additionally, one more point more I make. When them tell the people them say all the PNP had the public sector workers was under wage freeze. Peter Phillips would have to have a wage freeze because they mash up the economy and run up the debt to 147% in 2011, 2012.
yes. And therefore, Peter Phillips, Portia Simpson Miller, Mark Bolin had the task of resetting the Jamaica economy.
Precisely, and I know that because I was there with them.
So you hear that, Rajiv? Ralston Hyman was a part of the, and also Mark Golding was a part of the construction of the fiscal papers because JLP run up the debt. Because them violate the IMF. It's just the truth.
In one bag of food, because was a non-entity and then nowhere when we were doing those things.
But why these people feel so comfortable to come and lie to the Jamaican public?
Because them have certain people like the panel that you saw before who willing to let them off with certain things.
Well, I hope that they are not letting them off now after this dismal performance.
The Jamaican people in the world saw the dismal performance for themselves, so they can't do that again.
And it is
clear, look stupid.
It is clear now why it had to be a team debate and couldn't be.
Precisely, because you can't imagine she alone up there.
Almighty God.
No, can you imagine Favour alone up there with Julian Robinson? Brother, I'm telling you something. There would have been figuratively, it means high, it doesn't mean literally. There would have been figuratively blood all over the floor on that debate. Alright? Julian Robinson would have been the leader of 300. Remember the movie 300? Sparta! Yeah, man. You remember when he kicked the brother down in the hole? Yeah. One man army. Dangerous. Yeah, man. Sparta. Who? Julian, I told people, Julian could have been the single debater debating all three labor rights last night. And he would have done all of them dirty. Him never need the lady, and not that the lady is not excellent, she was. Him never need Peter Bunting, not that Peter Bunting wasn't excellent, he was. But Julian was on his A game last night. A game. One of the times Peter Bunting took up too much of the time and never allow and then Julian did have a little bit of time to answer the question and him have to stop. And I'm telling you, I was like, yes, Julian, yes. And then him they have to stop because discipline, you know. I don't know if you guys remember that. So I'm telling you, man.
Raleigh, Julian closing.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
Excellent, man. I tell him I was on top of the game for the whole night of it. It's like a football game and I'm playing midfield and then just a control and a distribute for the whole night of this, man.
He was a maestro.
He control the midfield.
Yes. That was an excellent analogy from Raymond Ralston Hyman. Julian Robinson was messy in that debate. He must score a goal, he must facilitate the scoring a goal. He just have the defense running finger like so. Them couldn't manage him. I said somebody have to defend him and I only 3 there. A murder up on the football field. Maestro. No joke.
Grow the economy not by 1%, so that we can deliver.
Yeah,
I think that was brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah, man. Brilliant. From start to finish, it was brilliant. And the minister was a failure from start to finish. Because when you start talking about lie. That was so stupid.
But you imagine the minute.
Yo! Me say, when Favour come out and say lie, I was watching and I was like, alright, Favour, me like the emotion, but what do you lie about? And then everything fell after that. It was just, she just sounded, but there wasn't any substance. You see me? But I gave her an A for effort, E for effort, you know. Yeah, I gave her E for effort. Yeah. You know, she tried to go, you know. Julian, that he was like a machine gun. Yes, me want to play that. Hold on there. I walk on with it.
Much longer.
Hallelujah.
That is dangerous for the country to have somebody like that. Can you imagine saying that to the eyes of the world by people?
Embarrassment.
No, sir.
Like a big joke. Yeah. See, the finance minister, I all part time, I genocide to tough down and know about finance. Basically, he was like the finance minister on their side tonight, and he don't know about finance.
The GLP lack talent. Is that the case?
Very poor, yeah, man.
They lack talent.
Poor, yeah, man. Poor.
Well, we know you have a show morning, so we're not keep you. But we'll talk. We'll talk tomorrow.
Hey, anybody who can send me the link to that show there, when I do this morning, I would love to get it. Yeah, man. Anybody who can send me the link there. But or a Tracy has about the debate.
Yeah, you too, predictably. You know the Maverick there. Debate number 2, JP versus the PNP. This one was about the big bad economy. And look here, you see this trip? I was there in front of my television set with my notepad, allocating individual scores for all the members of the teams. And of course, we tabulate that, and then I just the scores and the individuals make a count up alone, you know. Remember, like I did for the first debate, there's an additional 10-pointer when we use to assess which one of the teams debated better and which one of the teams the points resonated better. And may I have to say this? May I have to put up a disclaimer? Come here and listen to some of the reactions to the debate. I'm surprised at some of the people, you know. Yes, we know say politics and people lose them head and lose them intelligence when it comes to politics. But we just think some people miss the simple fundamentals of a debate, you know, and assessing a debate, you know. Let me tell you what I mean.
Elga, what's up?
I can watch a debate with a particular ideology about something. This is what I firmly believe in, you know, as an ideology. You know. But you see the debate when I watch, the man will argue against my ideology. He does
that's a good one.
You know, estimation.
That's a good one.
The man will argue for my ideology.
Mr.
I can allocate winnings to the man will argue against my ideology, you know. They watch some of the assessment and the analysis and some of this debate. Yeah. And the people we have allocate winnings based on them politics. The Maverick no works up. Yeah? Anyway, that's why I mean the best and most credible. Fair and fearless. Alright, so it was all about the big bad economy. And let me say this before. You see, because the JLP has been campaigning on how well the economy has been doing in their tenure. Me the kind of figure said this was the best debate for the JLP clamor the PNP. Because them all of us come defend what they've been spouting on the election campaign, you know. Just come defend the economy and how well the economy is doing.
Right.
And how the well the economy is projected to do.
Yes.
And all of that. But anyhow, when we watch the debate, the JP team, Chris Tufton, Flavor Williams, Dana Morris Dixon. Let me run through for them score first. Out of 10. See? Tufton, you know Tufton already. Always articulate. Me don't know if a debate is necessarily the best place to showcase the skill set of Tufton. Yeah? He's more like a statesman. I'm not sure a cut and plus debate at the best place to a statesman. But he was okay. I think one of the time him come under some serious pressure. And he was him throw, you know, like in a boxing parlance, him get wicked and start throw some punch. And him land one of them to the chin of Peter Bunting. Me swear to God, Peter Bunting get knocked out cold, you know. When him say, you could him protect yourself, he say, oh. So, that was the point in the debate where resonate more with Chris Tufton.
Yes.
So out of 10, maybe Chris Tufton about 7 out of 10. Flavor Williams, oh Lord. Such a nice like a person when you meet her. Very nice lady when you meet her in person, you know. soft-spoken and easygoing and kind of just unlike him a person. But I don't know if a cut and thrust debate again is the best place if you like him a person. She has something for me. The finance minister, she has this annoying tone and it's slow and it's almost nauseous in the way she delivers. If we could have done better, if the JLP could have done better, I made a remark to some people up there. Say them need to protect Flavor more. During the middle of the debate, I say to some people, say our teammate them need to protect her more. But I guess it's a debate about the economy and say the Minister of Finance. So you could have protected her so much and no more.
Thank you.
But in terms of her substance though, I guess the most telling point for her was her initial remark when she come out and said the 3.5 are based on lies. I best have Flavor that. After that, Flavor was disastrous, if you ask me. Yeah. Flavor out of 10. Where we go? 7 out of 10. 4 out of 10. We are going for Flavor. Dana Morris Dixon now. She's a bright, articulate woman. More of, I was saying to somebody, she's more of the political spinner who was on the JLP team. You know, basically the foil for Flavor and kind of like the level head, you know, the party, so to speak. Again, you know, the cut and thrust of a debate. I don't know if she have that kind of sharp, you know, the combative personality for that. See? So me think would have grade her probably about a 6 out of 10. So me have go 7 out of 10, 4 Flavor, 6 for Dana Morris. Can we go to PNP now? Jesus. Julian Robinson, the PNP spokesperson on finance. He, I thought, hands down, was the best debater on the night. Easily. He exuded confidence, articulate, he was aggressive. Me and some people have criticized his aggression. You say what the F? This is a debate.
Really?
With political office at stake.
Really?
When you want the man to come for me and my like a child. I thought he was forthright. I thought he was brilliant. At one
I
point,
hope I get when Sue Elga nursing a broken knee. That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow.
I watch the debate. Me turn and say to somebody, but what other man? Only said Julian Robinson cannot be a leader of the PNP and a potential prime minister. What I saw last night from him was absolutely prime ministerial. And the best debate I see so far across the 2 debates.
First, may I listen to this? First, may I listen this? What do you think, people? Prime Ministerial, best debater so far. What do you think? What do you think about what Oral Tracy said? Wow. Those are high praises. No, I wasn't thinking like that. I'm not, listen, no disrespect to Julian. I was very impressed, right? In terms of the debate and everything. But prime ministerial, I wasn't thinking in that vein. I wasn't going so far. John, I don't think you're asking the right question. Remember what he said. He said that people say that Julian don't have it in him to be a leader of the party one day, right? To be the president, right? That's what they said. So he said, based off what he saw, that was prime ministerial. The way how he went at the debate, that was prime ministerial. You can't really wrong him for that. He showed leadership. He showed competence. It just goes to show you the quality that is in the PNP. It shows you the vast amount of quality that they have in talent. This is good. This is good. Let's play that back.
I'm like a child. I thought he was forthright. I thought he was brilliant. You know what? You know, you did ball 6 for Dana Morris. Can we go to PNP? Jesus. Julian Robinson, the PNP spokesperson on finance. He, I thought, hands down, was the best debater on the night. Easily. He exuded confidence. He never misspoke. He never missed a beat. He was articulate. He was aggressive. Me and some people have criticized his aggression. I said, what the F? This is a debate with political office at stake. When you want the man to come and make a man like a child, I thought he was forthright. I thought he was brilliant. At one point when we were watching the debate, I turned and said to somebody, but hold on a man. Only said Julian Robinson cannot be a leader of the PNP and a potential prime minister. What I saw last night from him was absolutely prime ministerial.
Potential prime minister. If you are in a party, what you want, if you have a team, what you want is overwhelming talent in that team, right? Where if anything was to happen, God forbid, or somebody decided, you know what, I'm going to retire. You have a wealth of potential leaders there that can lead the country in the right, lead the party and the country in the right direction. Right? So, yeah.
And the best debate I see so far across the 2 debates. They give Julia 9 out of 10. And pointing beat. Let me tell you why I'm not skillfully. He skillfully brought up issues that he thought were advantageous to the PNP, even when the questions never required to.
Yes.
But he was so skillful and calculating on what he was doing. And even though he did that repeatedly, he never missed a chance to answer the specific question.
Yes.
I thought he was brilliant.
Yes.
If you ever said to youth that teach off in debate, would I record Julian Park and make them play? 9 out of 10 me I give. Keisha Anderson, the young lady from the PNP. I don't know much about her, to be honest. I don't know what capacity of functioning in the PNP. So I was just kind of watching her with an open mind. And like I thought, I guess, you know, she was there or thereabouts. She never moved the needle either way for me. She made one or two moments when she stepped on some points that I thought, you know, she never disgraced herself. I give her an even 5 out of 10.
What? No, me disagree with you. I totally disagree with your Oral Tracy. Me totally disagree with you. You cannot tell me that that young lady got a lower grade than Favour Williams. Oral. You drop the ball upon that one, my boss. Did I hear right a while ago? Did he give Favour Williams? How much he give Favour Williams? Make we go back. May I mark you something? Make we go back.
The points resonated better. Some people miss the simple fundamentals of the man we argue against. I can allocate winnings to the man we argue against. And let me say this before. You see, because the JLP has been campaigning, is doing, and how the wealthy economy is projected to do. And Tufton, you know Tufton already, always statesman. But he was to that Peter Bunting get knocked out cold, you know. Oh Lord. Such a nice like a person when you meet her. Very nice lady when you meet her in person, you know. Soft spoken and easy going and kind of just unlike him a person. But I don't know if I cut and toss debate again is the best place. If you like him a person. She just
Jamaica, darling.
The finance minister, she has this annoying tone and it's slow and it's almost nauseous in the way she delivers. If we could have done better, if the JLP could have done better, I made a remark to some people, what made them need to protect her more, but I guess more. But in terms of her substance though, I guess the most telling point for her was her ex. I messed up Flavor that. After that, Flavor was disastrous, if you ask me. Yeah. Flavor out of 10. What we go? 7 out of 10. 4 out of 10. We are going to play.
So, alright. You are not telling me that Dana Morris Dixon got a better score than that lady. Me disagree, bro. I disagree. Nah. I disagree. I'ma just leave it right there. So I disagree. You dropped the ball on that one in terms of your grading. Oral. Yeah, man. You drop the ball.
Out of 10.
Peter Bunting. You drop the ball.
You're telling the truth. When we say Peter Bunting on the PNP slate, Me I said to myself, you know, Sir Peter Bunting is not the most likable PNP in this campaign now. And I think it's risky to put him on the debate. Oh, Jesus. The man was like the attack dog. The man would have killed them. The jab. Boop, boop, boop. Mr. The man, all Top Town one time. When Top Town, I think, attacked him on the FinSac and how he benefited from FinSac back in them day. The man said, hey, my wealth is an open book how we make my money. Oh, you and Andrew make full of money. Bloop. Is it Top Town start? You know, people blood in your mouth.
Yes.
I thought Peter Bunting was brutal as an attack now. He was also calculated. He was aggressive. He never come up as too abrasive. I thought he was measured, calculated, and clinical in the way in debate. So me give him 8 out of 10. So me have to tabulate now. Me can go 8, 5, and Julian 9. So that is 9 and 8, 17.
23.
And Keisha Anderson 5.
Which I don't agree with.
22. 9, 8, 7. 22 out of 30 for the PNP. And of course, for the JLP, we got Top Town 7, Flavor 4, that's 11. And Dana Morrison. How many guys? 6? Yeah. Now we review Peter Bunting. I'm going to go 7 feet. 7. I go 7. I go 7. Alright, me did say initially 8, but I go 7. Alright, so 7 and 4, 11 and 6, that is 17 out of 30 for the JLP. And this one now is 9 and 5, 14 and 7, 21 out of 30 for the PNP. Me don't think the debate face to face as a debate was as close as the first one. But me not done yet, because the JLP can overturn it when we look at the overall presentation and effectiveness and blah blah blah. Alright, make a go on this now. This is a rule out of 10. Remember my debate, tabulate out of 40, Out of 10, again, we don't have to go much deeper in the analysis. Because between the individual analysis and how them do them thing, I think that is much, it's going to be reflected in the overall trajectory of the debate. And for the PNP out of 10, me give the PNP about 7 out of 10. PNP, 7 out of 10 for the overall effectiveness of the debate. Remember, it's a debate, people. If you agree with the person and the ideology when them are exposed in them debate, it's just how them debate, that is how you judge debate. Judge debate after what you feel. You judge debate after how the people them debate. And to me, this one was chalk to cheese. JLP, I give them about 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, JLP. So overall, the JLP got 17 and 6, that's 23 out of 40. And the PNP, 7 to the 21, that would be 28 out of 40. PNP 28, JLP 23. So the PNP win this debate, hands down and easy. Anybody, when don't see the PNP win the debate, let me tell you something. I have some labor right friend when we talk to. I still have labor right friend, I'll go labor right, them do me bad already. So I have this and I have that. And remember one of them they try to carry me down. But I have enough labor right friend.
Yes.
I want to tell them I have people. Anyway, nobody said that.
Yes, nobody said that. Nobody said that.
If we have some labor right friend when I talk to throughout that campaign, and it's the first from me to talk to them, they ever relent and say anything that, what you call it now, unfavorable to the JLP. All of them say the JLP lose the debate here, hands down.
Wow.
One of them went on to argue at length, say, is that debate in the election, is that debate in the election. I said, no, it's not a debate in the election. But we're not talking about the election, we are talking about the debate. Some of the people them who give claims to the JLP with them, I want them want parity going into the final debate between Marky G and Bro G. But we don't think that don't work so. If you win the 3 debate, then you win the 3 debate. Personally, if I was to give the JLP one of the debates, it would be the first debate. Because that to me, remember I said 1 point, we score the PNP win by now. Everybody else has said PNP win the debate clear. We don't think they win the point.
So Oral Tracy said if PNP never win the first debate clear. I watch the debate when I watch. Me just disagree. Me not bash him. I never bash Oral Tracy. But me just disagree. The score when I score Anderson, yes, Dr. Dana Morris Dixon talked a lot. But what did she say? You know what I'm saying? Like, what did she actually say of substance in that debate? Forgive her 5? Nah. Yo, that girl was so clinical. She looked at the camera and said, they say such and such, but Jamaica, what is your experience? What is your daily reality? She was clinical and very effective. There's no way you can give her a 5. She have to at least get a 6. So I strongly disagree with Oral Tracy on that marking of Miss Anderson. Real talk. You don't need to go watch the debate again, yeah, man. And then, if you say the first debate was clearly the PMPs. Clearly the PMPs. But I digress. You know, it's whatever. It's whatever. That was interesting from him. Oh, Donna Scott Motley. Yes. Yes. I need to hear from Donna Scott Motley. Big up Andrea again for you know.
Yeah, education.
The PNP has to be ready for it. I believe
Andrea do interview in a car. Boy, my work. No, sir. Andrea do interview in a car. Thank God for good internet. Thank God for good internet.
This is not fair.
Man busy like a wow to blows and skirt. Look how man busy. That's all I'm do interview in a car. It's serious. It's serious, my people.
Hi, Auntie Donna Scott Motley.
Hi, Andre. How are you?
I'm well. I'm on the campaign trail right here in East Portland.
Thank you so much, Jamaica, darling. That's exactly that question that she posed to the Jamaican people. It hit home. Miss Anderson, that was the question of the night. It resonated with everybody. So all of the rubbish that the Jamaica Labour Party was debating and throwing numbers around, that one question that she asks, Miss Anderson asks, ladies and gentlemen, what is your reality? And then when she mentioned them going back to 30 years ago, instead of dealing with what is happening right now, again, that was also a clinical moment in the debate. No, Oral Tracy, listen, I rate my general, if you see this, but I disagree with it. That I think you giving her a 5 was disrespectful. And I don't know if it's because you don't know her, and you don't know much about her, but brother, that 5 they disrespectful compared to what what's your name? Dana Morris Dixon though? Man, you know what? Let me move on from that.
But you know, we had our scheduled interview for today, and as I said, I had to make sure to come here and see to it that you spoke. You are given an opportunity to speak to the nation. Donna Scott Motley, what is happening? What is the fever that is happening? What is the fever that is happening right now?
Oh, this momentum is tremendous. The people are ready. They're ready for change. They're ready for a PNP government. And it's almost electrifying. I think this has to do with the sound too. I think the sound just every time.
The blood and fire comrade.
It's inspirational. So I mean, something momentous is happening, and I can't wait for September 3rd when people turn out to put their.
Yeah, last song, I tell you.
How do you feel?
Disrespect.
I can tell you the momentum that we're gathering. If you don't want to see East Portland right now as we speak, there is a wind of change that is coming here. But how do I feel? Having gone around the country, the PNP with the bus tour, I can tell you that there's something different and unique that is coming, and the PNP has to be ready for it. I believe it's going to be a landslide election. You don't think so?
For the way that I feel, it reminds me of 1989.
Really?
Yes, it just feels like the people's energy is just different. It's not just simply a vote. It almost feels like a referendum on the governing Jamaica Labour Party.
Yes.
And the polls reflect that. That's a lot of people want to see the back of that.
No, it's not live. It's not live. It
You know
happened
that I
already.
always tell you how I feel.
This is not live. It happened already. I am watching the replay because I never caught it. So I want to look at it and give my commentary, you know, because we really get to see Mrs. Donna Scott Motley. And I love her so much, you know. Yes, I love what she stands for. And I said, Bolo, remember, so teacher mark harder than some. Well, yeah, I understand what you're saying, you know, about teachers mark harder than some, but, bro, disrespectful, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Disrespectful. No, fam, no. I don't think you watch the same. I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yes. In the beginning, it was more about getting rid of the Jamaican Labour Party.
Yeah.
But yes. Cross that, and now it is about a welcome of the people.
And by the way, I wouldn't give Favour 4. Favour deserve a 3. That was very nice of him to give Favour 4. Some people all said 2. Like, bro, what? What are we doing? Favour got a 4, and then you give the lady one 5. So she's just 1 better than Favour. Come on, bro. That's disrespectful.
Because we have communicated to the people that we really care about them, that we want a better for everybody, not just for a few. And I think that is what they also desire.
The manifesto is one that has been tremendous. The manifesto is one that has spoken to every nook and cranny of Jamaica. What from the PNP manifesto you are sold on most?
You know, I like the housing plan.
Yes.
Everyone likes the housing plan. I like the fact that our young people are being given an opportunity to own their own home.
At an early age.
And that those who have challenges will be given a grant towards doing so. But this formal sector, those people like your barber, my nail tech, those people like here, and they will be facilitated too. It's just transformational. So everybody has an opportunity to be part of it. I like the education plan. The first in family. Which is just not applying to somebody now how to go to university.
If Andrea watch this, like when they're up on the road, bro, and they guess a talk, mute your mic, cause you have background noise, and it kinda competing with her vocals. So when she attack and you're up on the road, it's not like you're in a studio. The background noise affect her. And then StreamYard kind of funny, you know. So you have to be careful with that. You know what I mean? StreamYard kind of funny.
Tertiary institution. But those who are already there, who were the first in family and who need some help. You know, Andre, you have to help so many people just to be able to remain in university.
Yes.
And pay. So, I mean, people like me, I have to help people to be able to go through and to qualify. Because you can't just have people to just drop out of university after they have sacrificed so much. And their parents have sacrificed so much.
True.
Yeah. That it is because of the people's national and their policies and programs. Why my brother and I and my sister, we were all 3 of us able to be in university at the same time. So I like the justice aspect of it, because I think we have a motto that says, out of many one people.
Many one people, yes.
We exclude a lot of people. We exclude Rasta, we exclude the Maroons, we exclude those persons with disabilities. And all that. And I like the fact.
Yes, just a moment, I'm trying to escape out of this. the sound with the music. We're on the campaign trail, but we believe in dualism.
I'm enjoying it. I don't know if you're listeners, I'm enjoying it. But it's...
Oh, the music. Well, I know because you are one of them who's a blood and fire comrade.
Oh, yes.
Donna Scott Motley, I've always wanted to ask you this question. I've said it before that Mia Motley is my political icon in the Caribbean. Do you have any affiliation to Mia Motley?
Well, Mia was my friend for many years. When I went into politics in 1989, and I was a young girl on the block, Mia asked a friend of hers to introduce me to her. And she started. She introduced me to my husband. And that
wow.
Motley, she said, I just know you and my uncle will get on well. And I said, I have no time for these things. I'm too busy. And eventually, we came to Jamaica to do a conference while I was the parliamentary secretary in the Ministry of Information and Culture. And suffice it to say that 2 days later, he proposed to me, that we have been married for 34 years.
What?
Well, damn. Well, damn. He didn't waste any time. 2 days. This man met Mrs. Donna Scott and said, yes. Yes, Jesus. Thank you. 2 days. That was a different time. Anyway, moving on. Shout out to her.
So Mia Motley has been instrumental in your life?
Yes, sometimes I tell her that I praise her and I thank her, and sometimes I tell her she should get a little abused for it. So she was my friend before.
You know, Auntie Donna, I want you to do me one thing. I want to meet Auntie Mia Motley. She's my political icon. And when you're Justice Minister and you're traveling in the Caribbean, I ask you to pack me up in the suitcase with you and carry me to go meet Mia Motley, because I love her immensely. I've always wanted to have a sit down with her, and not just a sit down, but an interview about Caribbean regionalism and Caribbean integration. And I believe that Motley has set the precedence of what it means to be a prime minister in the Caribbean.
I have the deepest admiration and regard for her and for her courage and her bravery.
Yes.
Yeah, man, it's nice. The music too much, man. Music too much. You have to mute. When you pass the music.
Yeah, man, it's nice to see happening here. Nice to happening. Why you believe so much in Mark Jefferson Goldie?
I observed Mark first when he was Minister of Justice.
And
of course, his intellect is superior to most persons. Remember, he did his law degree, which would normally take 3 years. He completed it in 2 years at Oxford.
Listen me.
And graduated with honors.
Listen me.
Tremendous.
Play that again, please, and thanks. Make them know about Mark Golding intellect. Listen to me.
Persons.
We not have no DB Prime Minister coming in next, you know. It's not no DB Prime Minister. The money and education. Listen to me. Listen to me. Make them know, Donna. Miss Donna Scott.
I observed Mark first when he was Minister of Justice.
Yes.
And of course, his intellect is superior to most persons. Remember, he did his law degree, which would normally take 3 years. He completed it in 2 years at Oxford and graduated with honors.
So a degree that would take 3 years normally, Mark Golding finished it in 2 years and got a distinction and honors. Want to see type of Prime Minister where we're going to get? September 3rd. Don't fumble double. Don't fumble double. At Oxford University, one of the premier universities of the world. Do not fumble double September 3rd, ladies and gentlemen. Alright? Want to see why Mark Golding was, as a businessman, was able to maneuver in the period of FinSac without needing help from. They didn't need the help from FinSac, you know. All of Darren Bunting and Golding records, financial records are public. There's no dirt on them. All I hear them talk about FinSac and this and that, there's no dirt, it's public. Release the FinSac report. Release the FinSac report. What's going on, Carleen? Miss Brown, how you doing? Release the FinSac report. Let's continue.
Tremendous capacity for work. I really can tell you, I've never seen another leader who has that capacity. If Audrey, I will WhatsApp him at some ungodly hours, intending for him to, when he wakes up, he can answer, but he responds immediately. He has been on this campaign trail, and he does it every single day. But what he does, the reason why he does it is because of his rare, genuine, sincere love for the people and his desire to serve the people in a transformational way. When he was Minister of Justice, he passed almost 200 pieces of legislation, and it was a very challenging time for Jamaica.
4 years.
Because that was when we had to try and get back on the IMF program. Remember that Audrey Shaw in 2007, when we had this recession, he had said it won't bother Jamaica. Jamaica is insulated from it. And how he dealt with it was that he literally abandoned the IMF program.
Yes.
And so when Phillips became Minister of Finance, Portia and he had to work together assiduously to get back on that program for the IMF to pay us any attention at all.
Listen to me.
And it was the contacts which Portia had in the Congress that, paved the way. After we got back on the...
Hey, I hope Rajiv, I hope you're still there and I'm a virgin. I hope you're still here, Rajiv. All right? Listen to me.
Program. They literally stuck it to us in terms of what their requirements were. And we had to pass a whole raft of legislation. Magoli led that process. Doesn't stop. He doesn't stop. They will tell you that he's a hard taskmaster because he's devoted to what he's doing. So I admire his courage. For me, integrity is a very big item. I believe that you have to have a leader of integrity, because the nation reflects the leadership, and that I think is unquestionable about it.
Anna Ramsey, big up yourself.
So I'm looking forward to being a member of his cabinet. I believe that he has a good team, and I think that as the leader of the team, we'll achieve a lot of things.
Right.
But equally, I want to say to you that last night in the debate, the PNP outshone the Jamaica Labour Party.
Well, it's two out of two. I was struck by Julian Robinson's style. Sometimes Julian appears to be very restrained, but last night he came out, he looked like a Minister of Finance.
Yes.
There was one Minister of Finance in that room, and that was Julian Robinson.
Yes.
I was very proud of the way he articulated our policies.
Yes.
And the confidence which he demonstrated on that debate stage.
Yes.
Because debating, as you would know, Andre, is not easy. You have to be quick, you have to be sharp, you have to be focused.
Yes.
And our team displayed all of that, but they also displayed empathy and caring and a willingness to move forward in the interests of Jamaica. Of their team, I thought that Dana Morris was the person who was left to perform. I didn't see the Minister of Finance over there. I was not impressed with her performance at all. she really, her participation did not leave me with any sense that she was understanding all the issues or familiar with it. I think the one that struck me the most was when she was asked to cost the 15% income tax.
Yes.
And when I heard her say 25 billion or so, 20 to 25 billion, I knew that she could not have really thought about it, because we had done our homework and we recognized we had a ballpark figure of what it was likely to cost.
But then, when you heard she saying that, weren't you concerned about this woman heading the affairs of the finance for the country?
Well, you know, I am somebody who admires, I like to see women in leadership positions. But last night, I do not think that the Minister of Finance demonstrated to the country that she was in command of the Ministry of Finance.
You know, it's one thing that I've noticed. The females in government, they don't want to crush the corn of the other females. They criticize them softly. I don't like that. I'm letting y'all know right now. I love y'all, but y'all need to stop that. It's not just Donna Scott Motley. Why did she have to lead with, I love to see women in leadership? It doesn't matter if it's a woman in leadership. What is she doing? Is she qualified? Give her hard truths. Just like how the man them give the man them hard truths, give the women them hard truths. Ladies, I'm calling y'all out, man. I am calling y'all out. You guys have an instinctness to defend women even when it's indefensible. Just because you're a woman. Y'all need to stop that. On every level, politically and otherwise. You guys need to stop that. You guys need to be fairly critical. Alright? Yes, I said it. I said it, Sassy. I said it. Yes. Most women have this instinctiveness to defend the women when it's indefensible. But let a man do something. Lady J say, just came on. Me wake up a lady them in the comment section. Me wake up the lady them in the comment. Listen to this. Listen to this.
I am somebody who admires
the country. So concerned about this woman heading the affairs of the finance for the country.
So Andre's question was, aren't you concerned about this woman heading the affairs of the country economically? That's Favour Williams. Listen to the first part and the preference, the first part of our answer.
Well, you know, I am somebody who admires, I like to see women in leadership position.
That was not even necessary to say. That was not necessary to say. Whether you admire women in leadership positions or not, it was not necessary to say. The question is, weren't you concerned? When you heard her mention what she said about the costing of the 15% reduction of the income tax. But because most women instinctively defend women in positions that's indefensible, they softball the criticism. They try to pander. You see, we man, finish the context. Alright, let me play it back. Because Lady J not understand what happened. Let me just play it back.
I was not impressed with her performance at all. She really, her participation did not leave me with any sense that she was understanding all the issues or familiar with it. I think the one that struck me the most was when she was asked to cost the 15% income tax.
Yes.
And when I heard her say 25 billion or so, 20 to 25 billion, I knew that she could not have really thought about it, because we had done our homework and we recognized we had a ballpark figure of what it was likely to cost.
But then, when you heard she saying that, weren't you concerned about this woman heading the affairs of the finance for the country?
Well, you know, I am somebody who admires, I like to see women in leadership positions. But last night, I do not think that the Minister of Finance demonstrated to the country that she was in command of the Ministry of Finance. And if I had to take a vote right then and there immediately, I would not have wanted her to continue in that portfolio. She didn't inspire my confidence. And I don't think she inspired the confidence of the persons who were listening. In the commentary about the debate, very few people even stopped to analyze her contribution, which to me is the worst thing that could happen.
Wow.
I didn't feel confident.
So Lady J, you get the context now? You heard what you said. I'm saying to you, it's okay to say she was terrible. With the caveat of saying that, you know, I'm one that loves to see women in leadership positions. That was just not necessary. It wasn't. That little bit there was not necessary. You know, when I watched her, she didn't inspire my confidence. It is not disrespectful to tell somebody the truth. Lady J, it is not disrespectful, and I'm not coming for you. It is the mindset that I want you guys to recognize of some of the ladies out there now. It is not disrespectful to tell somebody the truth. She was terrible. I don't want her to be politically correct. She was dismal. She was terrible. I am very concerned about the state of our finances in this country with her at the helm. Argument done. And if it was a man, you said the same thing. But I'm telling you that most women have a propensity to defend the indefensible on every level. All right, imagine a man was in leadership and a man say, you know, I love to see men in leadership, you know. However, you know, Nigel Clark was terrible. Why did Afi say you love to see men in leadership? No, I'm not attacking. I love Donna Scott McLean. I'm not attacking Donna Scott McLean. I'm talking about the mentality of most women. It's like there is an innate mentality that they don't even recognize that they have. Put it this way. A man can do this and the man is totally wrong. And a woman can do it and the woman be, no, but you know, maybe because, and they start to make excuses. I've seen it many times. And you know, some of the men them do it too with the man them, you know. There's a few men out there, not a lot, that, and if, you know why it's not a lot? Because especially when it's women coming to the men them to complain, they might agree with the woman because they trying to get on her good side. No, Fitzroy, no, you don't understand. No, my general. You not get my point. Me I go move on. You not get my point. You not get my point. You not get my point. That they comment, they show me, so you not. Me I move on. I move on.
Performed. That she has the capacity to lead the Ministry of Finance.
Tomorrow night, the leader of the Prime Minister in waiting will be debating the outgoing Prime Minister. What are your expectations for that debate?
I expect that Mark will bring his calm demeanor, his intellect, his compassion, and his empathy to that debate.
Yes.
He has a very strong command of all aspects of the manifesto. In fact, it's ironic because if you go to him with a suggestion, the first thing he says to you is, how much is it going to cost the country? He understands the importance of fiscal discipline because we were the architects of all the legislation that required fiscal discipline. We did it. We put it there. And the JLP has come.
All right, listen to this comment. Bolo, Jamaica is in crisis of women building up women. Going on an interview and see how much women in power, they are going to be biased in hiring their own. Listen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am not into this gender war business that they are doing. You understand? If somebody is qualified for the job, give them the job. If they're not doing a good job, I'm going to lay down the hammer. Women or man, I don't business. I don't care. So don't expect me to give any compensation for the fact that you're a woman in the job. No, I'm giving you the same heat, the same criticism. We want equality, right? I'm gonna give you the same heat. Same heat you get. Point blank, period. Alright? Good. Let's continue.
They ran with it and they claimed it as their own. But Mark was the one who was Minister of Justice who had to ensure that that legislation was in place. And I expect that he will give a very robust presentation of all of this tomorrow night. I expect him to emerge a winner.
Of course.
Okay.
Bruh.
So, with that said, Jamaica tomorrow night at 9 p.m.
Yo, I'm telling you, Mark Gordon is going to have Andrew Honest walk out of the debate. How much you guys want to bet? Anybody? When Mark Gordon start lick him, you understand? Mary, you're gonna have a reason.
Lead up the opposition. Mark Gordon will be going up against the Prime Minister in the leadership debate. I'll be doing our watch party as we normally do for the we have done for the last two debates. We'll start at 7:30 for the watch party.
Mary gonna have a reason.
Equally, Ms. Scott Motley, as Justice Minister, the Senate, the PNP is proposing for there be a reformation of the Senate to include a member of the diaspora, Rasta, and equally a member of the Maroon community. Do you want to speak more on the reformation of the Senate?
Well, the reformation of the Senate comes in the context.
You see what Sassy say? I don't want you for my boss. Mary, me love you, see you too. Yes, Sassy, your boss. Me not get no favoritism because you're a woman. You favor for it. Same pressure a man, them get that same pressure you get. That's called equality. Where say Andrew I can't create. No. Somebody say Andrew not go show up at the debate. Brother, that would be political suicide. Oh my God. If Andrew Honest don't show up at the debate, the election is over. Just call it from now. If Andrew don't show up at the debate, the election is over. Just believe me when I tell you that. You can't stay there.
Offer the proposal for an expanded Senate. The Senate has to be the same size. Now remember, under the Constitution, you can have no less than 45 constituencies, and I think no more than 65 at present. But the Senate has always been 21 members. We believe that the Senate ought to be expanded. And the proposal by the Constitutional Reform Committee is that it be expanded to 27 persons. Of course, we have to go through a process for that expansion because it's part of the Constitutional Reform Program.
Okay.
There is some leeway because when we win, we will have 13 persons who we can appoint, and we will try to reflect within that space the commitments that we have made. The diaspora one,
I believe so,
will not be possible at this time because under the Constitution, the qualification to sit in Parliament is that you have to be a Commonwealth citizen. Not that you have to be a Jamaican citizen, but you have to be a Commonwealth citizen.
A Commonwealth citizen, yes.
That's the requirement. Because in the context, Andre, it was 1960. We were one big family, the fifth family of the Commonwealth of Nations.
Part W.
So the Constitution prohibits you from swearing allegiance to a foreign power. And the side of the Commonwealth is considered to be a foreign power. So we will have to have some constitutional amendments to be able to facilitate the diaspora participation. One of the concerns which I had when we were originally discussing the amendments was that because we've been discussing it for some time.
I want you to equally talk to us. I want you to talk to the law enforcers today and those security officers. You're talking about the PNP who says at 3.5 million, the tax threshold, equally no tax on your overtime.
Yes. Well, the People's National Party has always put the people first. And we respect the commitment and the sacrifice which has been made, not just by the police, but by our nurses.
You're going to the polls on Friday. What do you want to say?
The security forces, that is the soldiers and the police, will go to the polls on Friday. And I want to say to them that they should consider very carefully what they do. And when they look at it, they should go in confidently in their numbers and put the X beside the head. That means a better future for them, a better future for their children, a better Jamaica, where because of the social transformation which we intend to do, their life will be easier and their jobs will be easier because we will deal with crime in a different way. So I encourage all of you police officers and members of the media who I know listen to Andre's program. And if you are not listening, your spouse is listening, your children are listening, and later when you go home, they will tell you what took place on the program. Vote, 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 and put your X beside the head on Friday. You will send a signal to everyone exactly the direction in which this country is moving.
So you said put the X beside the head.
Put your X beside the head.
Straight
it's not that we use the head as a symbol.
The undecided voter looking on is saying, boy, there's no difference between the PNP and the Jamaica government. As a Jamaican, this is Scott Motley. You spoke about something at the press conference recently about corruption. Can you reinforce that point today as to why we should not let corruption be normalized in this country?
I explained my concern because there are people who say you talk about corruption too much. You shouldn't talk about corruption so much. And it doesn't make me feel that I should back off. It just makes me worried.
Exactly.
Because when people don't want you to speak, it means they don't want to hear.
Yes.
And so the signal that I get is that corruption is being normalized in this country.
Yes.
It's fine, it's okay. No, 86% of the people
no for the labor right them. Anytime you talk about the corruption with Andrew, then get antsy. Ooh, PNP is same thing, all of them are thief. What? I say to them, look at the People's National Party. How much new faces you're looking at? You're looking at 22 women that never was there before. What are you talking about? 22 women that never ran. Well, most of them never ran. Most of them. Let me take that back. Most of them. 22 women. They have gender parity. They made an effort to have. They wanted to do half, but you know, work out to it. They have a large. They have more than a third. They have more than a third of the delegates being women. And it's not just what I appreciate is not just women, it's women that know what the hell they're doing. They're intelligent. They are qualified. Because again, me personally, the whole gender thing, me not really depend on that. Who is qualified for the job? If a cow is qualified, hire the cow. If a goat is qualified, hire the goat. In the business if you're male or female. I care if you're qualified. And these women are competent. Check them background. They are competent women that the PNP have. Not to big them up, more all of them win. Make sure all of them win. More all of the women them win. You know why more of them win? Because we need them to affect legislation in the parliament so women can get more protection in this society against the continuous violence against women in Jamaica. That is a real problem. The man them uno love use uno hand too much. Right? Oh, and for equality, I want there to be a mandatory paternity test that is taken when a child is born. Too much jacket in a Jamaica, woman them are going too bad. Them are leading a world in a jacket. So we need a mandatory legislation. You understand? For the jacket business we are going to Jamaica. So the ladies them, who don't know about feel like say, me and one of them somebody there. Me understand the issues from both sides. Yes, the lady them need protection from the violence and the man them need protection from the jacket business. Too much jacket. It's not even funny. It's not funny. It's not funny. When I destroy people them life, when I destroy the man them life, and when I destroy the people them life. People them come find out say I know them father. Right? And that is some things a woman defend to, you know. That's why I'm saying, you know. There are women out there that have the propensity to defend the indefensible that women do. I have seen it. Jacket are going in Jamaica more than anywhere. You know why second in the world? Nigeria. Jamaica leading in a jacket.
Police corrupt and politicians corrupt.
Dangerous.
And I don't want that view to be reinforced. I'm really strongly against corruption. I quoted Metriciaga, who had addressed a group in 2019, and he basically called out corruption. He said he pointed out how much it created a rot, and he said that it cost us over 700 million US, close to 800 US, yes, cost had been measured, which was 5% of GDP. That is a tremendous amount.
Yes.
And if we were able to deal with corruption, no more used police vehicles, no more old bus down buses, nobody from Petrojam trying to use the public purse, nobody from the Ministry of Education trying to enrich themselves from the public purse, nobody who is trying to use taxpayers' money to enrich themselves, thereby creating unexplained wealth on their part. We would see a difference in this country. We'd be able to get our CAT scans, our MRIs, we would have beds at the hospital, we would be able to put that money to good use. Concerned about the attitude towards corruption. It's wrong. It's our money which is being misspent. It's taxpayers' money, and it must be rooted out.
Right.
You maintain that Andrew Holness should not be running for Prime Minister for a third term, based on what is being said about him in the Deputy Commission report?
I believe that there are times when you don't wait until you are declared innocent or guilty to step aside. The nature of the allegations, which are not coming from the PNP, we are not creating this narrative about the Prime Minister. This has come as a result of investigation. He's unable to be certified after so many years.
And that needs to be said, because the narrative amongst the JLP is that, oh, you know, it's the PNP, them are trying to tear him down. Nonsense. Andrew Holness is under serious investigation by the investigative body, and the report of that investigation reveal a lot of things. Simple. That's it.
I don't think that it is right that we should have persons who sit in the parliament, who are on the oversight committee, and somebody running for Prime Minister with these allegations over their head. I think it is completely wrong, and in any democracy, in any strong democracy, such a person would be required to step aside. But
well,
yes,
you'll be on this program again in Midday Connections before the elections are out. Am I correct?
Yes, Andre, certainly.
In Jamaica, for the next few days, either you'll see Mr. Scott Markley, or you'll see Cleveland, or you'll see Raymond, because what we're doing is using the Midday Connections program for you to get a one-on-one with them and a conversation about the campaign, so that the message can be out there. And is there anything you read in particular you want to address in the public domain today that we never touched on and you want to address it now?
I just really want to say to the people who are listening to you that they must look at the differences. You asked me that question earlier.
Yes.
We have signed as a group the Integrity Commission's Code of Conduct, which contains the 7 pillars of leadership. We have signed it. Not one single Jamaica Labour Party person, no cabinet minister, nobody has signed it.
Wow.
In fact, Mark Gordon has said to all those persons who are potentially a part of his cabinet, would you support me to publish your declarations as well, even though the law does not require it? And we agreed. Not that we're happy about everybody knowing our business, Andre.
Wow. So Mark Gordon had a consultation with everybody in his party. I never knew that that's what he did. I thought it was it was a law. So the People's National Party candidates have voluntarily opened up their business, literally what they are involved in. It's not required by law, but they have voluntarily agreed, signed something with the People's National Party leader to say, yes, I will show publicly my asset declaration. Wow. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. We have to applaud this. That is like what PJ Patterson did. PJ Patterson, them same thief money and all type of things, Prove it. Show us where the money thief. Because his statutory declaration is certified, every year, before it was in law, He maintained his integrity through evidence, So you can't say anything you want to say, but we'll look back on the evidence. Integrity, integrity, integrity. This is amazing from the leader, Mark Gordon, to have a sit down with the candidates, with the team and say, listen, what is happening in Jamaica is that the confidence in government officials is being eroded because of corruption, right? People think that the PNP and the JLP is the same. We see the myriad of corruption and scandals coming out against the Prime Minister and other members of his government. This is what I propose. I want you guys to agree, right, documentation-wise, that we're going to post all of your statutory declarations to the public to let them know that our MPs are certified. This is huge. This is something that you will never see the JLP do. This is something that many members that are there now, may not call no name, that would never agree to. If it's not in the law, they're not doing it. This is truly a new day in our democracy. This is truly a transformational day in our democracy with a Mark Jefferson Golden. They would never do it, Sassy Christopher, what's good? They will never do it. Never, ever, ever, ever. If it's not in the, they wouldn't even pass the law. But the PNP is leading with transformational moves to guarantee that there's confidence in them from the public because they are proving with real tangible moves like this. I have to applaud Marky G for this. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Any way you put it. That is so true, Sharon. Sharon, I want to thank you for your contribution to Lawless Party. I don't call them in the the Jamaica Lawless Party. That's what I call them. The Jamaica Lawless Party. And you can put liar in there too. They lie? Mighty God.
But we understand that transparency and accountability will change. Yes. So I just want persons, in case I am not the person you see on Andre's program, just remember the significance of the vote that we have. The power which the people have, which is to bring about change in our country.
Yes.
Make your voice be heard through your...
Yes, Jamaica. But Lady Scott.
Everybody in Eastport and for me too.
You know you're radiant, you're very blue today. You're very, you know that blue stands out on you. The blue at the manifesto launch was profound. I don't know who made that suit on you, but I'm going to tell you that suit was rocking. And I know as Justice Minister, you're going to be doing a lot of work to transform the justice system in this country. And we'll be talking all things justice one of these days. But I want to thank you for coming. I want to thank you for sharing the space with us. And we'll see you back between now and Monday.
And after
so what good mind? No.
And after September 3rd, you'll see me too.
Yes. So what good now, my bononos? We'll be talking again because I will give you a full coverage the next time when I'm in my studio and we can have a follow-up on all of those questions. And I want you to fact check them. I know you'll be fact checking them very soon and all things I've been speaking about. But we love you. Keep doing the amazing things that you do. Keep them in, and remember that you will make me meet Mia Motley soon, and we'll take it from there.
God bless you, and God bless all of you.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Bye.
And that curry fish with that turned cornmeal was awesome. So I'm coming for some dinner soon.
Definitely.
What? Then Scott Motley can't show it down in our kitchen. Mighty God. Andre, you're blessed, my brother. You are blessed. You are blessed, bro. You are blessed, sir. You are having dinner with Donna Scott Motley. You are blessed, my brother. You're blessed, man. You're blessed.
I'm just on the road from you.
Bless.
All right, Audrey.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah, man.
The Gleaner, same day.
Yeah, man. No, the Gleaner was the 30th.
Oh, nice. Me catch Ralston, man. Hold on.
And what?
The creative industry. We need to cut the food importation.
Me catch Ralston, man. Hold on there. Him want hear from me now. Me catch him to blows.
And they were backing up each other because if you never
productivity year over year, what percentage?
More catch when he actually come on.
Fuel.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying.
Make an economy for the last. Listen this. The GLP in a bad way. Listen to this. Listen this. Listen this.
According to the World Bank, the Jamaican economy average annual growth of the last decade is around 0.8%.
You hear that? The Jamaican economy for the last decade, the growth was 0.8%, less than 1%. So that's minuscule.
Wow.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying. A lot of people were saying that she's the best. She's actually the worst because she got the they handed to her. She lost it. Yeah, and I think that they want to pull out, which is very important.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's about you don't have.
All right.
So, because I believe he's all over. That's why.
Growth plan took within about 3 years. That. So thanks for the call.
Yeah, man.
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Caribbean Radio, 97.9 HD4. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. PM.
Yes, sir. Can be comfortable.
So,
hold the line. No. Yes, sir. Continue.
Yeah.
No, you must be able.
Yeah.
I mean, she could have made. Yes. Well,
yeah.
The government. Well, you wouldn't ask the party that, and that's what.
In the debate, and then we say. That's September.
Because global logistics is a 33 quarters of consecutive. That is not true.
No.
How many quarters of growth we had?
And what I think what I'm doing is mix up growth with recovery.
Ought to be. We are live on Caribbean Radio HD and on Portland Spice TV. No, Raleigh, the debate last night, we want to do a little fact check.
Nice.
The first one I want to ask you. And
yo, I have to record this. I gotta record this. This fact checking right here needs to be recorded. I'm sorry. This is Rastan Hyman. Fact checking. Thank you for the follow, Amelia. I appreciate you. This is Rastan Hyman doing the fact checking. I simply have to record this. Alright? Period. Point blank. Period. And let me just. I wasn't ready. Let me delete that. Here we go. All right.
Auntie Fairwell said Jamaica has had 33 quarters on Spice TV. Now, Raleigh, the debate last night, we want to do a little fact checking. The first one I want to ask you. Auntie Fairwell said Jamaica has had 33 quarters of consecutive growth only impacted by COVID. Is that true?
No.
That is not true.
No.
How many quarters of growth we had?
And what I think what them do is mix up growth with recovery.
Right.
You follow me?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a difference between growth and recovery. The economy dropped by 12% during COVID, and what we saw was a recovery getting back to there. You follow me?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So them tell the people that they was growing when we were recovering.
All right.
So you're dropping a hole, you hold on. So you call it in a COVID, you're dropping a 12 feet hole.
Yes.
And you climb out back. Yeah. When you reach back the top of the hole, you have to reach back the top before you start grow again. So most of it was recovery.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And after that recovery,
that makes sense.
We saw a slowing down as well.
And then we dropped in a recession.
All right.
And then
now talk to us about the recession, because if you even give her the COVID era, because she said it was impacted by COVID. But of course, we didn't have that 33 quarters of growth, because 33 quarters of growth is what? 8.5 years.
Yeah, man. So that's total rubbish.
All right. Tell us about the recession. We had how many quarters of decline?
3 consecutive quarters of decline last year. 0.7% second quarter, 5.5% third quarter, 2.4% fourth quarter, despite the lies being told by Wayne Henry.
That we were never in a recession?
Yeah, man.
So that is one of the lies. Christopher Tufton said domestic export was 31%, up by 31%. Is that true?
No. Total agricultural export, by the way, hold on there. Just tell us something when we get out. Yep. Because them really are the people for food.
Yeah.
Just tell us something that just came in from Statin. Statin just tells us that the total agricultural exports for the first 4 months, January to April, was only 24.2 million.
24.
That just came in hot off the wire from Statin a while ago.
24.2 million.
Yeah, man. The trade deficit is now 1.9 billion dollars. Hot off the wire, just come in.
So the Jamaica trade deficit, meaning
difference between merchandise imports and export. Yeah, 1.9 billion. The total imports were up by 0.3% to 2.5 billion, and the total exports fell by 5.7% to 614 million. The raw material bill, 724 million, was above the total exports. The consumer goods and food bill, 694.5 billion, was above the total exports. The amount of fuel it will buy, 632.8 million, was above the total export earnings.
So we have what? About 4 commodities that we are importing that is above, each one of them is above the total export?
Total export.
So we can export to buy one of the commodities that we need?
Not one, yeah.
And you're saying export is down by 4.something%?
5.7, not 5.7. 5.7 from January to April.
Total export down by 5.7%. So let me ask you something, Ralston. So where did that 1.4% growth in the first quarter come from?
We never need to explain it, and that's why I said don't take him seriously. Wait until Statin report. One thing that we notice now, Statin do not have a director general, so Wayne Henry is operating like he is both the director general for Statin and the PIO at the same time.
But didn't Statin say that we had that growth, the 1.4% growth in the first quarter?
No, Statin has reported on the first quarter. They reported on the last quarter. No, 1 point. Yeah,
they did. They did report that
on the first quarter. They reported that after changing the methodology of how they calculated GDP, creating new sectors and all of those things.
Moving the base year and all of that.
Moving the base year and all of those things, yeah, man.
So this argument that domestic export grew by 31% is a blatant lie.
Yeah, man, nonsense.
The next thing, Ralston, Julian Robinson said that the PNP increase in the tax threshold will cost $55 billion.
Yeah, man.
You told us yesterday that it would cost 70 billion. So that's 55, so that's a difference of 15 billion. Not so bad. But Fieval said that their 10% cut in the income tax will cost $25 billion. You told us 35 billion.
No, I told you 135 billion.
Sorry, 135 billion you told us.
Yeah.
But Fieval said it's 25.
So Al Edwards, who asked her the question last night, was more correct than her, and it's easy to check if she was a good finance minister and doing her work. So here's the map. Income tax is projected at 339.5 billion. Yeah?
Yes.
So a 25% income tax rate would yield 339.5 billion. So if you divide 339.5 billion by 25, you will get the fact that a 1 percentage point cut would be 13.58 billion. I just multiply that by 10.
So you are saying that what Jamaica gets from income tax every year is
39.5. That is what they're projecting this year. This fiscal year.
39.5. So when we charge 25% on income tax, the revenue from that is $339.5
billion.
So if you cut that now and you stop take 25%, you're only going to take 15%, my people. It means that you're giving up 10% of 339.5 billion. So anybody can do the calculation. Yeah. What is 10% of 339.5 billion?
No, you have to know. That would be a 40% cut, so that you find 40% of that.
Oh.
Yeah. Remember, say, 10 is 40% of 25.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how you have to work it out. So how she get 25? How she get 25?
That's why I do that is another pro box mathematics.
But Ralston, if the Minister of Finance come with those kind of figures, what does that say to her reputation as the Minister of Finance?
Remember, it was the same minister before she was minister who told us that the 1.5 would cause zero tax dollars. Then she said 4 billion tax dollars. Then she said 9 billion tax dollars. Then she said 16 billion tax dollars. Then she said 20 billion tax dollars. And it came out at 32 billion tax dollars. So something. Yeah, so this is not the first time she's making those mathematical errors. This is consistent over the last 10 years.
But Ralston, let's go back to the PNP tax plan. And what Julian said last night is that it will start April 2026, but it will not happen in one go.
Yeah, man, which is correct.
But if we give up that 70 billion, how are we going to get back that in the economy in terms of getting back that 70 billion from somewhere else?
Yeah, well, that is why it says that they are planning, because they want $40 billion in tax revenues which will be available. It's based on the government's unambitious growth target of 1% per annum.
Right.
What he's saying, if you step up the growth rate, more tax revenues will be available at your disposal. And they'd start it in 2026 and then phase it in as the economy grows.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you grow the economy, so at a projection of 140 billion by a 1 percentage point growth, if we go to 3%, then we can look at $420 billion.
Yeah, more tax revenues, yeah, man.
And then, but if we are going to survive as a nation, we must get at least 3% growth within the first term. Can we do that?
Yeah, man. 1% can work.
So how can we get 3% growth within our first term of a people?
As the man them tell you, reduce the energy bill by going into renewable energy. So two things come. You save foreign exchange and you become more competitive. So you can import less and you can export more. Injecting in the creative industries means that you can bring in more foreign exchange.
Yes.
Right? And you grow more. The Bank of Jamaica will not have to be taking so much money out of circulation. It should be driving growth and locking up in the part.
Yes.
You follow me?
Yes.
Boost agriculture. Yeah. Again, you cut the food import bill and you generate more foreign exchange and you create more jobs in the rural areas. Boost logistics. Again, you generate more foreign exchange and you create more jobs. You with me?
Mm-hmm.
So they outline a clear plan as to how they plan to do what they're doing.
So
contrary to the JLP people who are just going back to FinSAC and telling lies.
So last night, did the JLP explain how they're going to spend their, how they're going to get back that 25 billion, but we know
not. 25 billion, they were talking about FinSAC and telling all kinds of lies.
TikTok, John,
the question as well, Stan, we give them high marks for the question last night, but they did not ask the JLP how they were going to finance their tax cut.
Well, that's a usual thing. The people never normally ask the JLP how they're going to do what they're doing. They're always asking the PNP how they're going to finance what they're doing. It's a kind of bias that we see consistently, right? So
I had a caller a while ago who said that one of the things that she did not hear in the debate is what impact will the global economic issues, AE, the tariff and all those, what impact will those have on the Jamaican economy?
Well, that will have a negative impact on your ability to export to the US market, and that is why we need to diversify our markets to CARICOM. Julian mentioned that we need to diversify our markets to Latin America, to South America, to Asia. The JLP wasn't really talking about economics and how to grow the economy. They were more concerned about FinSAC, which was 35 years ago, and those things. They were never talking about how they are going to go forward.
No.
Because the minister was a total flop as a team leader.
No, Raleigh.
She has no vision as to where the country is to go.
We expect another debate tomorrow night. What are your expectations going into that debate tomorrow night?
Well, we expect the I don't know about the other man, but this is a debate that we must watch. We expect the leader of the PNP to focus on issues like governance and corruption, as well as outline what is his plan to grow the economy, but with particular emphasis on governance, because governance is one of the things that is holding back growth, corruption and governance.
When you say subsidy, they might pay them $100,000 not to vote. Oh Lord, sorry.
Well, so expect him to focus on Julian mentioned it last night, the bottleneck that we call Jamaica House, because Jamaica House is holding back the economy because the Prime Minister take on all of these things and they don't have the capacity to manage all of these things.
But hasn't the Prime Minister already accept failure as it relates to cutting red tape? Because the Office of Economic Growth and Job Creation was set up to do exactly that, cutting red tapes. And now we see it creating another entity, putting argue marks at the end at the end of that so as to cut red tape. So isn't that admitting that I have failed in what I proposed?
Yeah, man. And I would have no job create, I would have no economic growth despite the establishment of that ministry, because that ministry is working against itself because he is the man running everything and he have a capacity problem.
Ralston, some of the things you said that you wanted to hear in the debate last night, you said you wanted to hear about energy, agriculture, wage bill. Did we hear much about the wage bill last night?
No, not from the Minister of Finance. We heard a lot about it from the opposition side. The Minister of Finance has merely said, the Prime Minister is going to tell them something, and we have never met the 9% yet, and that kind of stuff.
You seem like you just got some new numbers from Statin, Ralston. Let me go back to Statin in a minute. Have you gotten the poverty rate? Have they said anything about poverty?
No. As I said, it's as if Wayne is now speaking on behalf of Statin. So they told us that the poverty rate is 8.3%, on what is Statin's job to measure the poverty rate. As I said to you before, we see another out today where Statin is saying that it is trying to rebrand because apparently the Planning Institute has taken over the role of Statin. Wayne is now telling us about debt to GDP, telling us about economic growth, telling us about poverty, all of those things.
So, the economy, Ralston, is in a dilemma.
Yeah, man.
And I don't know, anybody when I see that now is refusing to see.
Yeah, man.
But Julian said that there's money there to give the teachers, to give civil servants more. Explain that to me.
Well, as you noticed that him talk about the waste and the corruption and all of those things. So there, in the fiscal policy paper, there were projections for the wage bill. But clearly it seems as if that money has evaporated.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, man. And the waste and the giving away and all of those things.
So some of the things that the PNP may be expecting when they get there, maybe they are not there.
Well, Mark Golden didn't say that. So they are aware that when they go there, they're not going to see some of the things that they expect. Yeah. So that is why they have to do a complete audit of what is happening before they can even substantiate the promises that they are going to make. Yeah.
So the teachers, civil servant may have to hold strain a little longer, you think?
Yeah, but you'll have to find something that is sensible to tell them. So
it can't be zero.
No, it can't be zero, man. Madness, that, man. That is economic and political suicide. Yeah. So the minister committed political suicide when to tell people about zero twice. That's not work.
Ralston, Christopher Tufton last night said that Peter Bunting benefited from FinSac. In what way possible could Peter Bunting and Mark Golding benefited from FinSac?
Well, he wanted to say that they got sweetheart deals. I just sent out the thing to some people where Arlie Shaw had said that and the man then took him to court and the man to apologize to the man then because the court sweet out.
Yeah.
Peter Bunting had sued for libel and you can check the Observer of July.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. July 12, 2010 and the Gleaner of July 13, 2010.
And the Gleaner, same date?
Yeah, man. No, the Gleaner was the 13th, the Observer was the 12th of July 2010.
Well, I had asked Peter about it, And Peter said it was him, not Mark wasn't involved in it.
Yeah, man.
And he couldn't pay the money and him just allow him.
Yeah, man, it's true.
Yeah, man. I remember you said it to us and I asked Peter about it. We were having a different conversation. I said, but tell me something. And he said, yeah, man, Mark wasn't involved in it. I took him to court and we settled him second.
Yeah, man.
But he never pay off all of the money and Peter said, I never like to need the money, just discipline.
Yeah,
so
man.
just low him.
Man. So that is why I'm telling you, all of these how analysts, they tell you about the institutional memory that me can tell you about. All these how people about them are analysts and they don't know anything.
And a lot of people don't understand that FinSac and keep forgetting that FinSac was the solution. But I don't know if you see the 18 degrees north article, Ralston.
Yeah, man.
That they are saying that the Prime Minister might have gotten a house, bought a house from FinSac.
Yeah, man. And the same man we were talking about a while ago benefited a whole lot from the FinSac thing. And that is why, although he was the minister pushing for the report, he nobody let them publish the report. We know all of them today. That's why the report can't publish. We know that the facts about them something.
Ralston, anything you finally want to tell us before we let you go?
Well, as we say, again, this is a telltale sign of the trouble that the economy is, that we get from Statin a while ago. The trade deficit for the first 3 months is almost $2 billion. So if you analyze that, you're looking at a trade deficit of about $78 billion this year. It is getting worse with each passing year. So we need to concentrate on energy policy. We need to concentrate on agricultural policy. We need to push the creative industries in order to generate more foreign exchange. The Bank of Jamaica mopped up $61 billion out of the system today. The dollar still closed at 161.08. So it tells us that that medicine is not working. The only medicine that can work is production and exports.
Production and exports.
And exports. Nothing else can work.
Start exporting more.
More. Producing more and exporting more. Nothing else can work.
Thank you, my brother.
So if your policy is not about growth and it's about debt reduction, we don't need it at this time.
Definitely. One love, Rally.
Yeah, man. Blessed love, brother. Yeah, man.
Peeps, want to hear it from the best. You hear the trade deficit? We are living above our means, eating more than we can pay for. We need Michael Manley.
My check. Is this thing on? So, ladies and gentlemen, to proof check what Ralston Hyman just mentioned, take a look at your screen. Shaw apologizes, pays damages to Peter Bunting after lawsuit. Opposition spokesman of Finance Aldi Shaw has apologized to the National Security Minister Peter Bunting for statements he have made at 2 public meetings in November 2011, contending that Shaw's statements were false and libelous. Bunting filed a lawsuit against him. The suit was settled on Tuesday, July 10th. Shaw agreed to issue a public apology and pay damages to Bunting. However, the parties have agreed that the amount of payment would be kept confidential. You remember what he said? That him don't have the money? Okay. The following is Shaw's apology on November 13th at the JLP Area Council 3 meeting at Manchester High School on November 16, 2011 in Runaway Bay, St. Anne. I made certain statements in relation to the Honorable Mr. Peter Bunting. These statements were also carried in the media. I hereby withdraw those statements, as I am satisfied there was no basis for saying them. I apologize unreservedly to the Honorable Mr. Peter Bunting for any hurt or embarrassment that my statement may have caused. Wow! So he made assertions that Peter Bunting benefited from FinSac and Mark Golden. But Peter Bunting had this lawsuit by himself. Mark never paid him no mind because the evidence that the FinSac. Listen, can the labor rights learn? Can the labor rights learn? Stop allowing your leaders to lie to you about FinSac. FinSac was the solution. It was not the problem. The problem was created by the JLP administration. All right? And you notice every time Ralston Hyman makes a reference, you can go check it yourself. I literally just checked this by what he said, the date and the observer, and the story came up. That's all I did, you know? The date and the fact that it was on the observer. So big up to Ralston Hyman. You hear the breakdown that he gave on all of the fact checks about what the Minister of Finance said and Christopher Tufton. I encourage you guys to hit that like button, share the live. I've been on here for what, 4 hours? Almost 4 hours. It was time well spent, and I fact check rules. And I am very happy for those that came through earlier, that leave, and those that just came, and those that have been here the entire time, especially you guys. Big shout out to you for spending your time with me. Just follow me on Bolo VNR Clips. Let's get that one to 10,000 subs. I need to get Bolo VNR to at least 5,000 subs, and also Bolo TBV. We need to get Bolo TBV to at least 7,000 subs. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. All right. Big up on yourself. See you on the next one. So I recorded that. I'm going to post it. Big up on yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Ralston Hyman killed it. Oh man, I forgot to big up. Well, no, them can't see him page. Colin Bell. Big up Colin Bell. The Colin Bell Show. Make sure that you guys go and subscribe. Jennifer Cushion, how you doing? Jennifer, how come you're not a moderator? How you do? You come on a different device. You know, I've been noticing that even the other day I saw Miss Akimi and others. How them not have no moderator stick? Something just ain't right. But let me see. Sometime I'm gonna change on the device now. I don't know. Big up Jennifer. Anyway, have yourselves a wonderful day. If you're just coming in and need to catch the replay, I'm telling you right now. And this was good. This was good. See you guys later, all right? See you guys later. Bless up on yourself. Tomorrow, big debate. The man himself, Marky G. You see me? So that. Later, yeah. Saturday, everybody. The word is love. Last some. Big up on yourself, all right? All our people, all our new people, welcome to the platform. All right, I'll tell you guys to go check out some of the playlists. Yeah, man, go check out some of the playlists. All right, I have playlists with mass rallies. I have playlists about the Craig Beresford money, the Craig Beresford affidavit. Yeah, man, go check out all of that. Have yourselves a great evening. Peace. Look more.